Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new Roomba FOD. OBS was funky today, which means that I have to use Twitch, the stream Twitch thing, to see how chat and shit like that. Say hello, Goobers.
Give me 2 seconds. Don't do anything. Hi,
Hello,
Goobers!
Hello.
So you can see today we're playing Atlas on the screen, because funny Atlas. with my thick paladin with a Q and 2 C's. Because fuck yeah, we love paladins in this household. While Amy's doing that, I'm gonna actually go grab a bottle of water while everyone explains their weeks.
I'll save mine for last.
Okay, so my week was pretty much a calm week. I mean, the days were going thankfully without any problems. Saturday, I was at a friend meetup. It was pretty fun. My sleep schedule is still a bit funky. But yeah, otherwise, I'd say it was a normal, fine week with a good end.
Mine was mostly kind of just whatever. Done with UPS because the season's over. Just fine, I guess. Now I need to find someone else to fucking do. My computer's been acting up in a really weird way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, programs and stuff run fine. There's no problem with that or my games or anything. But the desktop specifically runs like shit.
Is it like laggy?
Yes.
Ah.
Actually, right now it's fine.
That's strange.
And check for updates. Maybe there's like a driver's issue or something. That's probably a good idea. But other than that, at least personally, there was nothing really otherwise majorly significant. Other than this morning, I got woken up by my ear hurts in a weird way.
Oh.
Which is really only a problem because it's the side I sleep on, and it's putting pressure on that side. Hurts. So that's the damn. Gotta roll over, go to sleep, get woken up like 30 minutes later when I rolled over in my sleep onto that side, and it woke me up because it hurt. God damn it!
Oh my
It started.
God.
Luckily,
Damn.
it only started doing that like a couple, like an hour before my alarm to wake up for Roomba goes off, but still, very annoying.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Bulb. Bolt.
Yeah.
Your day.
I think you mean week.
Same difference.
Well, kind of most of the same. I was able to bike to my work normally again, so that's at least something that's good. Like, don't get me wrong, winter's fine. The temperature, in my opinion, is much better compared to summer. That's just me. But I just cannot enjoy it whenever there's snow or ice or, slippery on the road. I just can't enjoy that. Snow is just white sludge.
I love
Yeah.
snow.
It's good
Except
for
it's
knowing the
getting
frost guards.
Like,
we'll get
snow's
to that.
fun, but when it starts to melt, whoa, it's just sludge.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why we just call snow white sludge.
That's why we need an ice age.
Me solving global warming with a small nuclear winter.
It's funny because that's an option for how things could go in my book that I'm writing, or my book trilogy that I'm writing.
The other thing
Hey,
I've
magical
seen
artifact
suggested.
that amplifies magic immensely. One of the of the characters has a small ice spell. That ice spell could accidentally just cause everything to freeze over, which actually happened before.
There was I remember seeing something came across my feed where someone was like, so there's this type of rock that's really good at like absorbing carbon, and but it needs to be like kind of churned up a bit. Anyway, there's a big field of it in like the Southern Ocean, and we could churn it all up if we just detonated a small nuke like underground right there. It would absorb like ludicrous amount of carbon dioxide, and like significant on a global climate scale.
Damn. A walk.
Yeah, because it's also a huge volume of it.
That's
Like,
crazy.
yeah, all we have to do is agree to bring back 1950s nuclear engineering, as in engineering with nuclear bombs. That was a thing that was considered in the 1950s. Because the early atomic era was fucked.
Funny how that worked back then.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, this is when you have things like America developing a platoon-level nuclear weapon. So,
Wait, wasn't it
like
also-
some
I'm back.
like a first lieutenant would have firing authority for a nuke.
Oh my fucking god.
We
Wasn't
actually
that
deployed
not...
that in Germany, by the way.
Ah,
I'm sorry,
cool,
what?
cool,
What did I
cool, cool.
miss?
Hey, Not
We tangentially went and got onto the Davy Crockett.
Okay.
Didn't any
That time
nation
America
plan
made a
to...
platoon level nuclear weapon.
Didn't somebody want to nuke the moon? Or like had a plan to do that?
Yeah, that was a
actually
plan.
a serious plan? What?
That was a serious
fucking
plan.
hell.
But the other thing, Darius, by the way, on the Davy Crockett, probably the only reason no one ever fired it off just for fun is because the maximum range of the weapon was less than its minimum safe distance.
Ah, okay.
Because, again, early nuclear age nonsense.
Suddenly there was a nuke right next to me, damn.
Yeah, the US did actually at one point come up with a plan to detonate a nuke on the moon, and as like a thing to like be visible for a whole bunch of people, and before someone's like, yo, there's like no atmosphere on the moon, it wouldn't create a big giant mushroom cloud, and they're like, damn, guess I'm not interested then.
Wow. Fucking wow.
It's not surprising me one bit.
Anyway, so hey Jimmy, how was your day?
Have you all already done your weeks?
I want to save mine for after yours.
No, mine's always last.
No.
Amy, mine's always last.
No.
And it's for a reason special
No.
this week.
Mine is especially bad. Please.
Then please go on ahead, because I have some funny things that might cheer you up.
Okay.
Siblings.
All right, so I'm gonna skip Monday because that's a part of the tism.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun tism. Basically, Monday, all you need to know is not fun. Tuesday, woohoo! Not much happened. It was kind of neat, I guess. We had fun with not Roomba, PMD, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
We turned Bond to
Other than
the
that-
funniest thing imaginable.
A child.
Tiny itty bitty.
No. All right, don't go into that just yet. I want to pause. Oh wait, is this the end of the
Nope, not yet.
dungeon? I think then let I'm gonna need to focus. But Wednesday onward was pain. It was
Pain,
just-
suffering even.
Wednesday, I get to work. Everybody is just there is just two people. me and the acting manager who's a driver.
Mhm.
Basically, that was us from 10 to 5.
Jesus.
Which usually it's 10 to 2.
Mhm.
Thing is, we got busy around 3.
Oh boy.
Like, really busy. Like, we can't handle that shit alone.
Mhm.
You know what happened on Wednesday?
What happened?
The Verizon outage.
The
was a
what?
Verizon
So we couldn't
outage?
Yeah, there was a Verizon outage. We don't know.
Damn.
Nobody knows what caused it. But nobody could contact the usual manager. Nobody could contact most of the people. And the 2 people who were supposed to come in went, quote unquote, skiing.
Ah,
Damn.
They took the day off to go skiing. And the 2 people who come in usually at an earlier time were scheduled to come in later for some reason, and nobody knows why. Not even the manager who scheduled it. She thinks she may have misclicked. That was fun. I don't even remember what happened. Oh, right, Thursday was just me fucking around with Linux just to find out. Oh. My entire installation is fucked. I had to reinstall my installation. It's working fine now. It's just... Yeah. Everything I did was not working. It was just pain and suffering. And then also I found out that some of the things that I was doing was also just me being stupid.
I mean,
Because
good to
I
see
forgot that this is more for people who know Linux than anything else, which there's very few. 1 second. I should go to my downloads, not there. If I go to my downloads, there's a difference between a pkg.tar.zst and a tar.gz.
Uh-huh.
That's all you need to know. There's a
file
difference.
types.
Yes, there are 2 different types. One, you can install directly, which is the PKG one. The other, I kept trying to install directly, even though it's basically a zip file.
Uh-huh.
And I was just being so stupid. But luckily, I was having issues with everything else, so my stupidity was solved when I reinstalled it anyway. But guess when I solved it?
Yeah.
10 night! By that point, I was just tired. I didn't want to fix anything. I was done. Friday. Pain. More pain. I get out of... I woke up. I felt like a car hit me. It wasn't even where I was injured. It just felt like a car hit me. It just really felt like that. It was just like, literally, I got hit by a car and I just woke up and it continued through the entire day. And I didn't have any pain medications that could help. So that was fun. And then they held me over 30 minutes past when I was supposed to leave. So even if we had Terraria on Friday, Jimmy, we wouldn't have been able to, because you probably would have been asleep by then.
Okay.
By the time I'd noticed, because by the time I got home, it was like 7, because not only that, there was traffic out the ass. It was like 7:15. It gets worse. Because yesterday, the only thing good was that nothing was bad on D&D. Except I had to leave early because I started to have a panic attack because everything was just stress. And constantly working, and it was a midday, other than the constant stress. it was just not fun. And if I literally had a panic attack, and if it wasn't for something that my therapist suggested, which was sour candies, which apparently helps a lot, like really sour candies.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I just put some in my mouth, and it helped take the edge off of the panic attack. At least it was like, but my depression just hit me like a fucking truck.
Mhm.
So you can have both a car and a truck this week.
Yes.
The Autobots haven't out for you.
Yeah, I know. Not the only thing the fucking U.S. government currently is with something that we have in the idea box. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one more thing that happened. I can't even have fun right now because, like, there's a thing that happens in Poke Farm called a type race. Starting sometime this week. While I was in Vegas, we were just having fun and posting our shinies that we were getting during the type race, which my type was ice because we get assigned a type and it was just like, whatever. We have a leader for the forums just to keep things manageable, and we have to hatch for the team.
Mhm.
Well, somebody goes, oh my god, do you all have to post individually all of your shinies? Just edit into a post. That's what the rules say. Usually I ignore those kinds of posts because it's just like, okay, whatever, dude, nobody cares. But the leader of the post, the leader of the type race just goes, or the leader of the forum just goes, yeah, I've been reporting all the ones that have been doing this. And it's just like, bro, really? I go and read the rules. The rules say, strong suggestion. They don't even say, these are rules. They're just saying, hey, this is just to make things easier for everybody else. So I report them because I noticed that there's a rule against what they call mini-modding, which is essentially, hey, taking the rules into your hands and telling other people how to fucking, make rulings. Within about 10 minutes, a mod reaches out to me and is just like, hey, here's hey, yeah, no, they were mini-modding or whatever. I'll take care of it. They jump into the chat and they're like, yeah, please stop doing this. We cannot control this. This is technically not against the rules. Although we do prefer you keep things into one post, there's not really anything we could do about it. Just don't report this or anything like that. And it's just like, so stupid. I just felt like the entire time, I don't want to post here anymore. And all I was trying to do, I did not engage in any conversation except, oh wow, that's so cool that you got this as a shiny. Oh wow, that's great. That's all I ever did. So by that time, I was just like, you know what? I don't care. I don't want to like post here anymore. That just took all the fun away from it for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like it stifled my fun. But that's all the negativity.
Mhm.
Let's end all my week with a positivity. We found my Terraria files,
Yeah.
Nice.
and I'm not too far behind. I'm not too far behind from where I was before. Probably because of all the delays from the constant holidays, all of that. I fixed my installation. It now even looks pretty and purple.
What if it was?
And actually, I think it looks even better. And on top of that, I have Hytale. I will be playing that sometime soon. I've heard it looks kind of ugly, but I don't really care about that. I don't want to play it. Because Minecraft's not exactly the prettiest game.
Yeah.
But on top of that, also, I found an old piece of artwork of one of my original characters. It's kind of safe for work, so I might just post it to a couple of you guys, to you guys in DMs, because I don't want to post it in the Roomba itself. Like one of the original pieces of artwork that I got when I was first creating my first Sona.
Yeah, damn.
And I'm surprised it was like found at all. I didn't even know it existed because it was gone off my PC for a while now. And it's gone off of all sites. And the fact that it's like even exists, I don't want it shared. I just want to keep it on. Other than between you guys, I'm just posting it. Darius, I've already shown.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm just showing it because like
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
it's a little bit on the oh, I'm such a gamer thing. But like honestly, I'm just surprised that it was found because this was like years ago.
But it's good that you did.
Yeah, I know, and it was with the help of somebody else. It was literally like what would have taken me hours. They found it in like 2 minutes. I was like, how?
Nice.
How?
What is this
So,
black magic?
Yeah, I'm not even like upset. Like I'm not upset that it's found. In fact, I'm actually glad it's found for posterity because I'm not even like mad about. I don't dislike my old characters. I actually want to bring them back as like a thing. I'm probably going to ditch the old details. For reference, I'm going to actually post the current up to date version of what the character looks, or the most up to date version of what the character looks like. I'm going to get another updated version eventually in the Roomba images. But yeah, that like I don't want to get rid of them entirely. I want to use them as a separate character altogether. I think I've shown it to a couple of you before, but it's been a while, so I wanted to as a reminder. So I'm happy that's found. What's that? Oh yeah, I've definitely shown you. I'm happy that's found.
Hey,
I'm just
what are you doing?
surprised it still exists. I'm stirring coffee.
Oh, I meant in game. Since I saw you moving around.
I'm moving around because I'm bored.
Oh, fair enough. Did you see what I am?
Or not bored, because I want to do something with my hands. Yes, I saw. But I think other than that, there's one other positive thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm not gonna count money. What was that positive thing? God dang it. Was this something I found on my computer? Oh my god. What was it? Morgan, do you remember? Morgan! You don't remember, do you? He's just staring at me. Like he's like, what are you even saying? I don't understand words.
I'm a cat, not a human.
Yeah, he's like, I understand my name. That's about it. Oh! Wait. I think I actually posted it in the idea box technically. But you know what? Fuck it. Because it's not really important, I guess. I just found that an old thrash band that I'm not like super familiar with them. I just know about Guar. You guys know about them?
No.
Nope.
thrash metal.
I have
So
no
they're
idea what
famous for-
thrash metal is.
So they're famous for
Thrash metal is.
so thrash metal is stuff like Metallica. You've probably heard of Metallica at least.
Yes.
Metallica and Megadeth and them would be considered thrash metal. Very bum 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 and that kind of sound. And that kind of sound is what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They in the middle of everything that's going on decided to throw out a cover of Chappell Roan's Pink Pony Club. Keep in mind, they're not like just some band that has like a bunch of guys. No, they're a band of a bunch of guys in weird outfits. I should probably see if I can find their outfits because they are ridiculous looking, and they are slightly comedic, but they seem sincere because they did not change a lyric of Pink Pony Club. Which, if you don't know what Pink Pony Club by Chappell Roan is about, it's about dancing at a gay bar.
Huh?
And Chappell Roan is a very well known what's the word? Supporter of trans rights.
Me?
So I think them choosing that was intention. I think they knew what they were doing when they chose to cover that. All I'm saying, I'll have to find their outfits once we're out of this combat. But yeah, it was very uplifting to see just some... Because, and I know that just sounds weird, like, well, it's just a cover, right? Well, the thrash band scene is very known for being very conservative. Both Metallica and Megadeth have lots of conservative people in them. From James Hetfield to what's his name? Oh yeah, Dave Mustaine. Dave Mustaine is far worse than James Hetfield. James Hetfield is like, he's very blasé in terms of conservative, but I still wouldn't fucking call him like a great dude. Point is, he still is like, traditional values, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Alright, let me get Guar's outfits up. When you see them, you're gonna be like, oh, yeah, them singing Pink Pony Club would be interesting. They even did they did a whole video, by the way. It's crazy. Ooh, here's the guitarist. A good one of the guitarists too.
I gotta say, they really are committing to the bit when they are committing to a bit.
Oh, here's one directly from the fucking video. If it didn't fucking. No, I don't know what that thing. That's for. Oh, it's a very small one, but you still can see it very well.
Why do they look like they're
let's see
straight
if
out of fucking Doom?
I think the point is they're supposed to be dressed as demons. But yes.
Well, it worked.
Yes. And yeah, like I said, them singing Pink Pony Club definitely is comedic, but I definitely think they were not going for the comedic aspect for this. I definitely think they were like, we see you, LGBT community. We support you. You know what I mean? Especially because it's not just any song. It's Pink Pony Club. Which is very coded is all I'm gonna say, because Pink Pony Club is literally a gay bar. It's not even like any gay bar. It's like a gay bar, the gay bar.
Oh.
I don't know where. I just know about it.
Whack.
Anyway, just a side note that made me a little happier today or this week
That's
among
nice.
all the shit. Don't. Oh yeah, you can't start it until I get in. Anyway,
I can.
that's all.
Oh, believe me, I can. But yeah, my week. Let's start with what happened this fucking night. Apparently the alarm went off last night.
I can't join. I can't go in.
What the fuck do you mean you can't go in?
I'm jumping through and I can't go in.
Maybe just walk through.
I'm walking through and I can't go in.
Alright, well, I guess, wait outside. Because I'm on my own. But yeah, the alarm went off. Nothing was taken away, so we believe it was just that the door wasn't properly closed and that wind opened it. And that's how the alarm
Wait,
triggered.
what?
Yeah, the alarm, our house is
Oh, that alarm.
5 in the morning.
You. Sorry, when you said my alarm, I
I never
thought
said
you meant-
my alarm. I said the alarm.
which was not very clear. Security alarm is, I think, what
Yes.
you meant.
Yeah, the security alarm went off tonight, at like 5 in the morning. And, yeah, that was kind of fucking scary. My parents told me, and I was like, huh? That happened? And like, yeah, did it not wake you up? And I'm like, no. I was very much asleep. For a reminder, I went to sleep last night at 2 in the morning. So I was kind of tired.
EP.
But yeah, I somehow slept through it. And then this morning, while I was just lying on my bed, I hear this very loud meowing. And like, it's gotta be one of the cats that is like outside. No, I opened the bathroom door and there's one of my cats. Apparently she got stuck in the bathroom while my father was checking the bathroom to see if there was anyone inside.
Oh no.
I got her out. And nothing else really happened aside from that. But yeah, it was kind of
Give me a
fucking
second.
whack. You're not a bandit, are you? You're not a major bandit. Never mind.
I had to leave the thing.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, alarm went off. Another set of good news. One of my classmates, one of the very annoying classmates, is getting expelled for a few days. Because he got fucking stupid with the teacher. And that was great. Because fuck yeah. Fuck when that happens. Fuck that noise. I ain't dealing with that shit. So that was cool. What else happened this week? I got the thing I wanted in Forza. I got my sub 10 hour on there. Not 10 hour, 10 minutes on the thing I was doing. So that was fucking great. I'm happy that I did it. Because my god, that was taking a while.
Make my mama proud.
But yeah, that was fun. That was good. Aside from that, it's just regular, normal week where I was just doing things. We had PMD. We did... Oh, my grandma isn't here for this week, so that was good. You know, I got to eat at my regular chair, at my regular seat at the table. Instead of having to fucking contend with my grandma, which we all know how she can be.
No, please explain.
Bad,
I'm
really bad.
kidding.
But yeah, it was.
No, I said I'm
My
kidding.
sister's coming home today from visiting her boyfriend. But yeah, just all around a good week. Just got to vibe, mostly. Also, Amy, did you check the tater goon that we have on the Roomba?
Oh, The what now?
The potato goon. Look at the Roomba.
Oh,
Potato
I'm sorry.
Zigzagoon.
Oh, Zigzagoon!
Yeah, the itty bitty fella.
I thought you were saying a different kind of goon.
God damn it.
I mean, I'm sorry. That's kind of how it sounded.
Anyway, right when you
Oh yes, there was one other positive thing. Before, if you're done.
Yeah?
There was one more positive thing. I was affirmed by listening to clips on Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
We were listening to old clips of my voice, and we all were like, "Wait, yeah, your voice is deeper there." And I'm like, oh, "My voice training's paying off." And I'm not even doing like professional voice training. I'm just doing it myself.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Also, Darius, how are you doing on ZZ?
Still going. Everything's going good there.
Okay.
All right, I need to check something before we go.
They kind of just popped into my head, reminded of, I randomly got recommended a video by a YouTuber I hadn't seen anything from in a while, and their voice had significantly changed. And actually, like, addressed it in that video just by complete chance. Like, I've been getting a lot of comments congratulating me on transitioning. I didn't actually do that. I didn't do that. I just like injured my voice at some point. But thanks for the support anyway, guys. But damn, at least there's positivity.
Alright.
Yeah.
But actually, on to the topic though. I'd propose before getting into the idea box this week, I was reminded of a thing I saw where a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers went over their really weird like gaming setups and stuff. So, and because Minecraft is something a lot of people are familiar with. Like, does anyone want to go over any of like the weird like key bindings or ways they play Minecraft?
I don't really have any weird keybinds.
So this isn't. I don't have weird ways that I keybind, but I know some ways that I knew some people did, either as trolls or as challenges.
Well, those don't count. Trolls
okay,
and challenges
so-
don't count. I know Darius before the stream mentioned he had a couple funny ones though.
But there was one that wasn't a troll or challenge that wasn't for Minecraft though that I want to explain. So once you're done.
Well, I'll do mine. I really didn't do too much. I have sprint on E, inventory on I, and F5 is bound to M.
Okay.
That last one's like weird because that's one you never see people rebind. And
Alright.
I've
the reason I
seen-
rebound that is originally I had function keys and it was easier to have it on something that I didn't have to push 2 buttons to do.
All right, so we can go back to the thing now. By the way, Jimmy. All right, but I
had
can.
spellcasting
Oh, I
as-
rebind.
as the third
Darius,
one
hold
of
on.
Oblivion.
Darius, go over your Minecraft settings because you mentioned one that's really weird.
Oh, my settings would be like for running it's shift, not W. I believe it is the normal setting.
Like
Crouching
moving
is
forward?
control.
No, the sprint hotkey, right?
Printing.
Yeah. The sprinting is shift. Control is crouching, and wait, what? There was. And I always turn
Oh,
off
you
the
have
jump
them
off
swapped.
because it triggers me the most.
Yeah, he plays
But
with
that was-
auto jump on.
What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. What the? Why would
And
you play
but there's
without a jump
also a
on?
weird. There's also a weirder thing that I've seen someone do. That guy doesn't play with like WASD to move, but with arrow keys. I have still no idea how he does
I mean,
it,
that's
but
not
yeah.
weird. I remember
Also
when
great.
I played World of
No,
Warcraft as a
that's
kid,
weird to me.
I didn't play with WASD. I
A little
moved
weird.
with the arrow keys actually. And for
In
spells,
I
Minecraft, moving with
included-
arrow keys is weird.
yeah, when I played Warcraft
I
as a kid,
included in the images channel someone animated the bit where the Minecraft YouTubers are actually going over it.
Mhm.
You've got things like there's one guy who uses his thumb to press shift, and he also later revealed that he hadn't realized he does WASD, but he only uses one finger to do all four keys, and he just moves it between them instead of using multiple fingers.
Oh, okay.
There's one person who rebound WASD to like I think it was like E, F, X, and A, or something like that. It was like spread them out on the keyboard.
Why are they so? That sounds uncomfortable.
Well, I don't know, but yeah, it's just stuff like that. It's funny nonsense. And then you have things like one of them's like, yeah, I've bounced sprint. I've got a foot pedal.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's kind of cool though. That's cool though.
To which one of the others is like, to which one of the other people is like, wait, hold on. How do you resist going every time you sprint? Toshi responds, well, that's what the mute pedal is for.
That's just a meme. That has to be a meme. That can't be real. That can't be real.
Then there's the one of them is like, yeah, I play with my mouse sideways in front of my keyboard with my elbows on my desk.
Wow.
And then one is like, so hold on, if you need to look up, which way does your mouth move? Does it has to go like left across your desk, and there's a pause as the person very clearly checks and then says right, which means either they play with inverted Y, or they took a moment to check which way is left and which way is right and still got it wrong.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Though for cursed gaming setup though, I think my mom probably has to take the cake. She doesn't really play Minecraft, but she plays other games. She has a trackball mouse.
Okay.
What is that?
Are you not familiar with the trackball mouse?
No.
I'm familiar.
Is that like just the ball?
am.
So she plays video
No, hold
games with a
on.
ball
Images. Yeah, the mouse with the ball that you move around.
Ah,
That
okay.
one.
Oh.
The oldie mouse, if you will.
Oh, this.
That kind of mouse.
Yeah, that's the ball. Yeah, okay.
Where the mouse itself doesn't move.
Oh.
That's
But
Wow.
you've got the ball that you move around.
Okay.
Mom actually used to have that exact mouse.
That's cool.
She's got a different one now, but
Still trackball?
yes. Granted, she plays mainly Star Wars: The Old Republic and Sid Meier's Civilization. No, Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri.
Okay, you know what?
Which
That's
are-
based.
Were you going to say
Which,
Sid
admittedly, those sorts of games where you're having to move the mouse around the screen instead of move a crosshair around the screen are admittedly where trackballs are better suited for, but still.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got my dad, who's got a split keyboard.
Oh, those. I actually think those can be very nice.
Oh, well, admittedly, the main reason he has that is my dad. I may have mentioned before. My dad is built like an American football player, which means that if he was trying to use a normal keyboard, hold on, I've got a.
It'd be tiny for his hands.
No, it's not that it's
Understandable.
tiny for his hands. It's the here it
It's
is.
his chest.
Mr. Incredible in the Office.
Ah.
Where he has to have his
Yeah, like I
hand,
said, it's his
has to
chest.
bring his hands so far together. It's like, if you want to kind of think about it, if you got your phone, put your phone like face up on your desk,
Mm-hmm.
and imagine that's your key, and you're having to use both hands on it like it's your keyboard.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's so it has it spread so he can like have his arms like apart instead of having to bring them together.
Fair enough.
Then he also has a vertical mouse. He also uses a vertical mouse.
So I thought I had like no
What?
weird keybinds, and then I realized I have a couple of weird ones on Atlas. Because the consumables are usually on the F keys, F1, F2, F3, F4. No, I have F1, F2, H, and G for my keybinds.
That's not that weird.
No, the thing is, Amy, I have H and G. I had it originally for fishing and mining, but ever since
Wait, hold on,
they
hold on.
changed fishing and mining
Is
to
it-
the F
is it-
key.
Question:
Yes.
F3 and F4, because you said H and G instead of G and H. Is F3 on H and F4 on G?
Correct.
So their order on the keyboard is inverted.
Yep. Which also
Bond,
made
we're
me-
talking about wacky key bindings.
Which also made me change my H bind key for recalling home to the N key. For nope.
Oh wait! I just now realized. Yeah, that is weird. Wait, you rebound your recall key. I forgot about that for a second.
Yeah, I changed my keybinds on the quick swap for F3 and F4 to H and G because F3 and F4 are more uncomfortable with H and G.
My brain just fucking farted
and I
until
made
you
it-
said
and
that.
because I
I'm-
moved
I'm
the
so
H
fucking shocked.
places, because I
I
have to
can't
move the H key, which is usually recall. I moved the recall button to N.
You're
Also, another
mental.
funny one I have in Oblivion, I have action with left click, protect with right key. I have a button. I have I think casting a spell. I have it bound to C, but I also have it bound to a middle mouse click. So I can do
Okay.
what is commonly known as a quick cast. Because if you, in Oblivion, if you hold down your block button and your casting button at the same time, you can quick cast spells, which is really useful for when you're grinding spells. It's also the reason why sometimes when I'm going AFK or shit like that, and I'm playing Oblivion, I would just change block from right click to V, and keep C on cast, and like put it together with like a clamp or something that doesn't hurt the keyboard, but just holds it together. So it just quick casts for the longest time while I'm gone doing other things.
Okay, that's not that insane.
Yeah, but middle mouse key is
I've,
like
I've
a
heard of
button
people doing that.
Middle button is not a button I usually use anyway. I tend to actually just end up using C for casting. What are you trying to do, Amy? Are you trying to get to me?
No, I just want to jump.
Okay.
Is it okay that I want to jump?
Yeah, no. Just, because I tend to, especially with Bond, she usually is like, Jimmy, what the fuck are you doing out there? I'm like, hee hee, parkour. Hee hee.
I can
Anyway,
confirm that's usually what happens.
Yes, it is very funny.
No, I can confirm. I've heard it before.
Yeah. Also,
All right, there we go. So,
Ach, ja, no.
oh, sorry.
Ah, nothing. I was just talking out loud.
No, I'm saying, I felt like I was interrupting Jimmy actually.
Ah, okay.
Gets
And
bothered
he
with
hasn't
armor
spoken since.
I forgot what I was going to say.
All right. So, I'm gonna quickly just say, when it comes to specifically Minecraft, I never had any unhinged rebinds. My most rebound key, usually for me, was that I swap I swap control and shift on
So I'm curious.
on it. Yeah, but he also said he does something else.
Yeah,
But,
you
like-
auto jump on like a
But he said
fucking-
but he also says he puts it on E. I said I swap them. I swap control and shift. So that shift sprints and control crouches.
Fair enough. I'm gonna do better on this as well.
And the reason why is because of fucking Borderlands 2. That's all. There's no other reason other than that. That is it. It is just Borderlands 2. I played way too much Borderlands 2, and it's been so ingrained in my head that shift is sprint, that if any game has control or anything else is sprint, I just immediately rebind it to shift. That is just so ingrained in my muscle memory. I don't know why.
You have to do shift.
But when it comes to unhinged keybinds, I played with so many players in Final Fantasy XIV that I don't even know where to start. Except one person who I raided with near the end of my raiding time on Final Fantasy XIV. And I'm also going to end with him because I don't know how to top him either. But we're gonna instead. I'm also gonna quickly mention that I'm gonna quickly mention how Final Fantasy XIV works for anybody who's never played, just on a basic level. The movement is WASD, but the D and but usually you put Q and E as strafe buttons so you can move side to side quickly because A and D turn you, or you can also change the movement to make it so that A and D move you side to side, but that's a different control scheme, but it barely changed anything. Not important. But usually you have a hotbar. If you've ever watched us play Atlas, you've seen one. It's at the bottom, but it goes up to 10 or 12. It goes up to 12 keys. Usually by default, it's 1 through equals on the top row of your keyboard. Then the second one is control, 1 through equals on your keyboard. Then if you want to, I always add shift because I'm just a maniac. You get the point. Well, this dude. I'm not going to say his name. This dude was like so used to some weird way of playing games, and I don't even remember what he said it was. Why it was. Shut up, Joey, get out.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's not allowed in this room. Anyway, basically, instead of moving with the WASD and Q and E, he moved with the mouse. In a 3D game with no mouse control as the movement. So there, and let me clarify. There is a way to do that. There are 2 ways to do that in Final Fantasy XIV, and that's holding by default. That is, I don't know how he was doing it, and that is holding the first holding left and right click together will move you in the direction you're facing and keep the camera locked in the direction that you are pointing and keep your character locked in the direction you're pointing the camera, so you can move in pretty much any direction. But that's a little strenuous to hold those 2 buttons. So the other option is to click the middle mouse button and enter auto run mode. But that enters auto run mode, which means that if you don't click it again, you'll just run off the side or something. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to, so do you know what heat rebound WASD to? he rebound all of that to action things on the hotbar. And his reasoning was, well, I always would fat finger the movement and run into AoEs and stuff in the game. When I didn't have it like this. Okay. Here's the thing. He was the healer. His unhinged way of healing. Well, and he was also the tank at one point. I don't remember. His unhinged way of keybinding still had him fat fingering because he was fat fingering the wrong buttons all the fucking time. So his unhinged keybind.
Hold on, everyone. 1 minute.
We're still bad for the way he played.
Guys,
So
hydrate.
he made himself play worse just because he was so comfortable for it. Yeah, no, I saw. I don't get it. Why would you do that? That's like, imagine playing Minecraft like that. I can't. Can you?
No.
No. Who the fuck? I literally had to bring this up to the raid lead, and he was just like, "Yeah, we're too casual to really worry about this." And I'm like, he's literally costed us so many clears because he keeps fat fingering shit.
Damn.
This is why I just don't raid anymore. This is why I don't raid anymore. Well, that's not the only reason why he was costing us shit, but that's beside the point. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to go into that. That's drama. Look, all you need to know is he was not that great of a player. I'm not saying I'm the best, but at least I didn't act like I knew what I was doing. And then it was like later, oh, I didn't hear you or understand. And it was like, yeah, I got it. And then later it was like, no, I didn't understand. What do you mean? We've explained it to you 5 times. How do you still not understand? Anyway, that's all. That's also a combination of that and event. But also it's kind of funny in the end. It's just like, what the fuck? But seriously, bro. This wasn't like a challenge. This dude was playing this game genuinely like this. I just can't understand how you could play the game like that. That's all. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some water. If Bolt has anything.
With Minecraft, really. Much like Darius, I have to set my sprinter shift. Like, switch shift sprints because
off of Minecraft.
I just keep my sprinter shift because I don't tend to hold shift often. My reasoning for it as well is because of sticky keys. Fuck that, if you have to hold the shift key for sneaking.
I mean, you could just
Yeah, you can turn them off, but
shift 1.
You can turn sticky keys off.
No, you can also just press shift once, and instead of doing it like doing it over and over, you just have it a toggle. I think I have it a toggle for shifting and running.
Well, I don't, and I just keep mine to F because more often than not, I can easily handle just holding one key and move just, that's only sneak when I have to move forward a bit. Not sure if that's too weird. That's really the only changes I made. Sneaking with F and sprinting with shift.
Mm.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Oy. Oh,
Right. Helicopter, helicopter. So what's next? I think everyone got their keybinds. Guys?
Yeah, I think so too.
Alright, so
yeah. Give me 1 sec. Sorry. Oh no. I'm talking about in game. Continue.
I made this way. Oh, right.
Yes, give me 1 sec. I said.
Sorry. I'm dumb. Well, apparently.
Also, do you want the chests?
We'll go get them back after we're done with the next room.
I just opened one.
God damn it!
I just opened one.
Go to this room first.
All right. I guess Meep went AFK too.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh right, skills him 3 for the fucking sword. God, it feels nice, like the idea of when assholes get punished for their actions. It's nice, like what I explained before, what happened the other day in class with the other student.
Yeah.
He's super cocky with the teacher and randomly in one of the later classes like, hey, can you come out for a moment? And then you see him coming back to class with like a paper in his hands. You know, he's gotten himself expelled for a few days.
That's not expelled. That's not expelled then.
Kicked out, I suppose.
That's suspended.
Or that. We just say the same word.
Expelled would be permanent. Expelled would be permanently.
God, I wish it was permanent. Such an annoying little.
Was it stuck there?
Brat. Kind of, a little, yeah. There we go. Now we open the other one.
I'm gonna need to reset skills because I just realized I've got my class-based regen, which might be slightly better because it's got a shorter cooldown if I remember correctly.
And it lowers your aggro.
That too, yeah.
Also, I discovered Amy the other day that the funny helicopter thing I think can only be done by host. You know,
Okay.
that thing where I just go, you know, I think that can only be done by
Yeah,
host.
yeah, I know. Or maybe it's just because of connection.
Maybe. So, what's everyone doing right now while we wait on Meep? Oh, hi, Meep. I think he has some music.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Oh.
It's okay.
I'm
What
back.
happened?
So top of the idea box. Someone poked their head in my room. Top of the idea box is Amy.
No, that's. I think it's my chism, unless I'm wrong.
No, top of the idea box is you put in something with that Discord's doing.
Oh right, that I think. Let me check.
To quote Jimmy, for fuck's sake.
Either
Let
say
me
to
check.
surprise
Let me check.
Either say to a surprise of absolutely nobody or for fuck's sake. Those are my two catchphrases, dog. What the hell?
For fuck's sake, to the surprise of absolutely nobody.
I think it's the other way.
All right.
Absolutely nobody. For fuck's
So
sake!
hey guys, has anybody here ever heard of Skype?
My
The old
dad
days
used
of
to use it.
Skype.
It's
My dad used to use
such
it
an
to
old
play. my dad used to
Name,
play
wow.
Warcraft
Void
sometimes.
Century.
Remember how near the end of Skype, everybody got pissed because they started adding ads to it. Guess
Yeah,
what?
I
Discord is already in talks about
No.
doing.
No.
I have to get ad block now also for Discord, damn.
Emmy.
I'm lagging and I can't pick up the item. Ugh.
Just no.
Is that better than my-
Why?
It's going to be an ad slop again. Oh no, not again.
Yeah, so many things are
They're
adding
gonna
ads.
slow Discord in their community.
So how the fuck are you can you add this shit?
Same way they're gonna add ads to ChatGPT.
Same way they add ads to everything.
Because we
Jimmy.
need so much commercial. Because they don't have enough money. They still need more money. Billions does not. Wait, how much does even Discord earn? Well, of course millions, but was billions? Perhaps,
It's
maybe.
because they're going public on they want to go public on the
Oh yeah, there we go.
stock market.
That'll ruin it. That'll ruin it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's part of the reason why they're doing this. Yeah, it's also going against a promise that they made that they would never add ads to Skype. So yeah, just as a reminder, there are alternatives to Discord, and they're already coming out. Things like Stoked, things like
TeamSpeak wins by doing absolutely nothing.
I still refuse to go back to TeamSpeak. You will never see me go back there. Like I said, you will never see me going back there. I fucking hate TeamSpeak.
What the fuck's
I cringe already when I see the colors of TeamSpeak.
TeamSpeak is essentially like one of the very first voice interfaces.
Yeah, it was the first one where you said, okay, back when people played WoW and stuff, they said, yeah, let's go to TeamSpeak. And people still use TeamSpeak to this day because they say it's better for Discord.
I had a fucking guild. Okay, what you guys would call a guild. In Final Fantasy XIV, it's known as a free company. In Final Fantasy XIV, that insisted that TeamSpeak was better.
Then what? Skype or Discord?
Discord.
Damn.
And you want to know what's even funnier?
What?
Back in the day, Discord was partnered with 14.
That's hilarious.
When it was like first coming out, they had like actual like advertising that featured Final Fantasy XIV stuff on it.
That's kind of funny.
I'm not even kidding. That was an actual thing. There was a when their website first launched, you could see like Final Fantasy.
Emmy?
I don't remember what the other. There were. What?
Oh, your microphone went down for a moment. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, internet had a bit of an issue right now. Just rejoin, I suppose.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did everybody else hear me?
I did.
I didn't.
On redeemed hydration.
You didn't?
Day.
Okay. Basically back in the day, there were like 4 games that you could see Discord through how it would look, and they had like each had like icons and stuff based off of characters and shit, based off of like player characters and shit like that and stuff. So I think one of them was like League of Legends, one was like Final Fantasy XIV. I think one of them was WoW. I don't remember. And it was before Final Fantasy XIV was like really taking. Whoa, thank you. You jump scared me. I'm sorry. Is the catacomb still open?
I'm still here waiting. I was just waiting for you to get back so I can invite you.
All right, just give me a second. I'm gonna take the second to buy the item then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember what they were. I don't know if anybody has like an old version of the site anywhere.
Nope.
I doubt they do.
Anyway,
But yeah, it was a interesting time. But yeah, if Discord starts doing that, find other places. Discord is not too big. Skype wasn't. Skype used to be everywhere. Discord is everywhere. Nothing has changed.
keyword used to be.
Yes. Keyword. We can change it just like we did before. All I'm saying.
Next up, we'll hold the tism.
Yeah.
This week, the nation of Georgia. We haven't talked about them much recently, but if you cast your mind back a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
they had an election that was like super obviously rigged,
Yeah, super ultra
and the
stuff.
people weren't happy about it and started. Yeah, they the people started protesting. They never stopped.
Protesting?
The protests in Georgia have reached over 400 straight days.
God.
God damn.
Meanwhile, Iran's also not in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
As we know, they're in revolt, basically.
Yeah.
Specifics. There's been a lot of people saying specifics, particularly when it comes to like numbers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For like people have been saying like numbers of how many people like the regime's like killed in crackdowns. Basically, none of those numbers are reliable.
Uh-huh.
In fact, at least one of the like sources that I've seen being cited is like a known CIA front organization.
That's crazy.
And you never believe it, they're one of the bigger numbers being cited. But so there's no specifics for that sort of thing. There's some information getting out because some Iranians have Starlink, basically, because Iran shut down the internet like last week and it still hasn't come back on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, internet blackouts are a way of controlling the narrative of things.
Always.
Mhm.
It's
Or just
that's been a
suppressing it.
thing for a while. That too.
Reportedly, Iran's government has begun discreetly relocating some of their gold reserves
Uh-huh.
to Russia.
Uh-huh.
What's his face who used to be in charge of Syria may soon have a friend to play Call of Duty land with.
Oh my god.
And apparently a lot of the Russian mill bloggers have already begun coping and making excuses, claiming Iran was never actually a Russian ally, stuff like that.
Wow.
Because Russia is unable to help Iran.
Fair enough.
By the way, it's very obvious the US wants to go in and cause problems there on purpose. Problem is, Trump relocated all of America's aircraft carriers away from the region to go invade Venezuela or something.
Great.
So one of them's like currently trying to haul ass all the way over there. To, cause problems.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Because Israel would really like Iran to stop funding all the terrorists. Which, to be fair, if Iran could stop funding all the terrorists, that would be nice, but...
Yeah.
Anyway. In other news, Trump's Environmental Protection Agency has announced that when making considerations for air pollution rules, health benefits benefits will no longer be considered in the cost-benefit regulatory analysis.
Fun.
Yep, and I think I put a middle finger on that. I think I reacted with a middle
Yep.
finger on that, which I think
Yep.
is.
Yeah.
I think that's appropriate.
Very much
Yeah.
so. Fuck that shit. What a
Insert
fucking
the like 5-year time difference in like that one Chinese city where it goes to the smoggiest place on Earth to perfectly clear in like 5 years.
I think that was Phoenix.
No, it was somewhere in China.
Oh, it was still somewhere in China? Okay, never mind.
Well, there's probably some in other places as well. It's like it's just the EPA decided they're no longer going to do health benefits. Like, which city was it that had a river catch on fire like 9 times? Which some U.S. city had a river
That-
catch on fire like 9 times.
I'm fairly certain that was oh my god, I don't remember at this point. So much shit's happened.
Anyway, in other news, uh, ICE has gone full fucking Nazi this week.
Yep.
Oh god.
By it's like not even like hyperbole or anything. Like, the ICE posted a propaganda piece on their Twitter account, which is literally quoting a neo-Nazi song.
fun.
Oh my fucking god.
And the Homeland Security Secretary, that asshole, uh, for one, gave a speech with a Nazi slogan written on the podium. I'm not sure if it's the same speech or a different speech. I don't fucking know. Quoted the Nazi retaliation doctrine of the SS, which is quote one of ours, all of yours, which was coined after an SS officer was killed in a Czech village. So the SS proceeded to murder every single man in said village.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, when the internet like called her out on like giving a speech while a Nazi slogan was on the podium, the official response was the Department of Homeland Security Twitter account posting a meme calling people who made that connection unmedicated schizophrenics.
Yeah, because they want the liberals to seem crazy, and like they call everything Nazi.
Yeah.
But now,
They want to do the liberals as if the liberals aren't the like ones like most supportive of their agenda.
Yeah.
You know, all like the establishment Democrats whose main complaints over the whole thing is the procedural problems.
Yep.
Like the people whose main complaints about all the inhumane ICE detention centers is not being allowed to conduct their oversight investigations of the detention centers.
no, the thing is they don't want restrictions at all, and the Democrats want just like a bit restrictions would be nice.
Come on, you have to follow the procedure. The procedure.
But like, guess what? We can't have if we want a king. Also, Jimmy, please check my stream.
Are you stuck?
Oh, and the Department of Lawyer posted a Nazi
Okay,
slogan on their
I'll
official
I'll
Twitter.
just take care of this again.
Like, not even like neo-Nazi, original Nazi.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well.
Next up, JD Vance says that ICE is going door to door to quote find criminal illegal aliens. I would like to please refer the Vice President of the United States to Amendment number 4 of the United States Constitution.
What does it say?
But, you know, rules for thee, not for me.
Ah.
That you
one,
basically
in this
you can't have that happen. Basically, that's
For-
literally
Fun.
Like warrants and shit. Like going door to door looking for crimes is considered illegal search and illegal search.
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah,
pretty much one to one that law.
it's not even a law; it's literally the Constitution. But uh,
No, well, I mean amendment. That's the
Constitution's
word I
not
was
real.
looking for.
Yeah.
Well, they don't care
The
about
other
the
one
amendment.
is oh yeah, the other one people have been pointing out is ICE be like, oh yeah, we got a warrant. It's administrative warrants, which like don't fucking count.
I think. Look, I saw something recently that made me go. That made me. There are people who are basically like, well, we need to now start restricting free speech, and nobody's pushing back on it. That's how fucking
So-called
far
free
down
speech
this.
absolutists. So-called free speech absolutists when the speech is something they don't like.
Yeah, and you know who should be the biggest person who should be against this?
Who?
People like, elongated muskrat. People
Self-proclaimed
like
free speech absolutist.
yeah, but they said nothing because guess who said it?
Mango Man?
No, big billionaire because it's against AI and shit like that.
In other news, we're taking
And
a
actually,
break from the
also
United
was against
States.
because he was talking about it being against Israel.
Speaking of Israel, we have at least 6 confirmed cases of children freezing to death in Gaza.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Reminder, Israel is not allowing aid workers to bring in tents. Because they view tent poles as potential weapons.
Bruh.
Bro, if you, one of the most advanced militaries in the world with the backing of the global superpower, are worried about a captive population resisting you with tent poles,
Something's wrong with you.
that's embarrassing. I think your military might be shit. I mean, seriously, Ukraine at least they were using old weapons, but they were at least old guns. You're worried about emaciated, freezing locals in a captive population swinging a blunt stick. Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh. In other news, so I know things are fucked right now, guys, especially the economy. But it's gonna get a lot fucking worse.
Oh,
Oh no.
We need to talk about something a bit complicated, slightly. This one. So, this week, Jerome Powell, who is the chairman of the United States Federal Reserve, the U.S. Central Bank,
uh-huh.
he made a short address on his official Twitter, revealing that Trump's DOJ is doing a subpoena on the Federal Reserve as part of a criminal investigation / indictment into him specifically. Officially about his statements to Congress about ongoing renovations to the Federal Reserve building. Yes, he has upset POTUS quite a bit recently. Why do you ask? In fact, by the way, he didn't even leave that unsaid. He specifically calls out this is a pretext by them for attempting to force the Federal Reserve to do what the president wants. Which, for reference, if the Federal Reserve is directly beholden to the President of the United States, that is unironically probably the most damaging thing Trump would have done yet. unironically. No hyperbole. Because the thing is, like most central banks around the world, the Federal Reserve is independent and apolitical.
Uh-huh.
Because that's good for stability of a little-known global currency called the U.S. dollar, which is, the global financial reserve currency to whose value most global currencies are pegged. All right.
All right.
This is the first time the chairman of the Federal Reserve has made more than passing mention to Trump's pressure campaign on the Federal Reserve and its board members. Extra fact, by the way, of like high-ranking U.S. government officials in like any branch of the government or anything, Mr. Powell is the most widely popular figure in the U.S. government right now, especially amongst independent voters, as of a December Gallup poll, because he's like staying out of politics and trying to actually do his job. He's basically the only reason the U.S. economy has been completely annihilated by Trump's tariff nonsense.
Yep.
To quote a comment I see on one of the things talking about this, quote, Jerome Powell seems like an adult in a sea of children. That is our government.
Sums it up.
Trump denied involvement with the DOJ doing stuff within 24 hours because nobody likes the look of the Fed losing its independence, even the MAGA Congress. He pulled the Soviet classic and found an underling to blame.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. And, like, the thing is, even if this doesn't go anywhere, alright, in May, Jerome Powell's, his term ends. And there's already a race amongst sycophants to get that position that not... Yes, there was an instance where the president basically bullied the Federal Reserve into doing what he wanted, okay? This was done, surprisingly, not by Ronald Reagan, but by Richard Nixon. He wanted the Federal Reserve, like Trump, to lower interest rates to basically juice the economy in the lead up to midterms. So the economy would look better and help him, politically. And that worked. The Federal Reserve did what he wanted, and it juiced his numbers for the midterms. Which then caused the highest inflation in U.S. history. That was so bad that the next guy took a look at it, took a look at the state of the U.S. economy, and went, I need to fix this. 20% interest rates. Which literally caused a recession, because that's what they needed to do to fix the problem. Because there are other instances of, like, national banks being, like, put under the direct control of the executive, who then ordered the economy to be juiced that way.
Mm-hmm.
Venezuela did that. Turkey did that. Both Venezuela, actually, in relation to that, Maduro, when he did that, they then rolled out like a million unit bill or something like that, or was it like 1,000 unit bill? Some absurdly large number, because it like devalued the currency like hell. It obliterates the economy, but it makes the stock market look good. It makes the stock market look good because numbers go up. Even if the value of that number goes down, the number went up, and that's all that matters.
What's with these, like, idiots and just wanting number to go up?
Because the way the incentive structure is arranged, number go up is all that matters. Like, it's stupid. It's nonsense. It will be devastating if it happens, and it's going to happen because Trump desperately wants to juice the numbers because he's looking like he's going to get wiped out at the midterms. Which is, I should mention, not the only strategy he has to avoid getting wiped out in the midterms that we have in the idea box. But,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, next up, So you know those drug boat strikes the U.S. has been doing, where they've just been blowing up random people in the Caribbean and Pacific, accusing them of smuggling drugs after the fact? You know that? So, supposedly, it has been alleged that at least some of these strikes were carried out with aircraft disguised as civilian aircraft, which is kind of turbo illegal. I mean, the specifics of this are like non-existent, and warplanes tend to be pretty hard to disguise, so that's a big kind of like shrug from me. Illegal if true, but like these are already illegal, so like, eh. Next up, Jimmy included the ICE abducting a 17-year-old Target worker, despite him saying he was a citizen, beating him up and dumping him in a Walmart parking lot
It's
several
funny
miles
because-
away.
Yeah, that's. Fuck that. Someone sent that to me, and I was like, "Hey, can someone double check this?" And I think someone double checked it and said it was true. And if true, it's just like a what the fuck? Why?
Small if true.
Yeah. And I think that's also, I don't know if it's the same guy, but it's in here somewhere, of, where is it? One of these guys that they, like, abducted, basically, and then released later. Oh, yeah. Here it is. It was ICE agents choke out a 10th grader, steal his phone, and then sell it. They stole his phone and then sold the phone. Like, to, like, I don't remember where they sold it to, but the kid was able to recover his phone, luckily. But, still.
Absolutely horrible.
Next up, Amy has, that apparently, some Republican candidates are attempting to run under the Democrat ticket in order to get elected in blue areas.
Which should be illegal, by the way.
It's
Yeah,
not.
the specific person who's brought up in the post Amy linked is the guy who basically floated doing Auschwitz again as a solution to unemployment.
Oh, yeah.
It was that guy.
Yeah, and I think you basically said everything.
The Mina said,
So
yeah. The Mina said, my social studies teacher did that and won as our mayor. Cringe.
Yeah, so I basically, I don't think I need to say anything. I think you got everything. Like, yeah, it's in California. And, hey, if you're voting in California, please pay attention. That's all.
Yep. Next up, we have confirmed, in the first 10 days of 2026, confirmed 4 ICE detainees confirmed dead in custody.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yep. Next up, the former New York City mayor launched a new crypto meme coin to counter anti-Semitism, and then rug pulled it in like 24 hours.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, so I have questions about that, actually.
Yeah?
Is this... What mayor was this?
It was not Cuomo. That's the person you asked. No, it's not Cuomo.
See,
It's the guy who just stopped being the mayor.
See, because I know that we had to roll back rules about just saying anything about Israel being anti-Semitic. So is he talking about that?
Yeah, he's talking about that guy.
That's what
It's
I'm
that
wondering.
guy. Oh, it doesn't matter.
No,
I'm
saying is that what?
No.
I'm saying-
The reason is that the new mayor is Muslim.
Oh no! Oh god! Yes. Oh no!
And the
Fuck off.
go-to insults for him is to call him anti-Semitic. I mean, Israel called them anti-Semitic in under 24 hours. So
Yeah,
Alright,
they're
I'm
quite
back.
quick with that.
but yeah, it was just a crypto rug pull scam. That's all it was.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
But he
Next up,
got
Jimmy.
sworn in on the Quran and not the Bible instead. When people get sworn in on fucking textbooks,
Yeah.
people get sworn in on
I think it was like
literally.
the third. I think it was one of the founding fathers who ended up becoming president got sworn in on a law textbook specifically because he felt being sworn in on the Bible violated separation of church and state.
Exactly. That too. Like, ugh.
Like there was, I know there was like a somewhat famous instance of there was a school board member somewhere who got sworn in on a stack of banned books.
Wait, did we talk about this before?
Yes.
Oh, I thought maybe this was a different place.
We specifically we talked about it before because we mentioned that a bunch of people on Twitter were losing their minds because Mamdani got sworn in on a Quran.
Why did I feel like?
Yeah.
I'd like to point out how stupid religion is in the United States. I think it was JFK. There was controversy over the fact he was Catholic.
Isn't
That's because he's
isn't-
Catholic.
Isn't Catholic like the things we have over in Europe?
No, wait, how is it in the US again?
Evangelical.
What's the
Mostly
majority?
Protestants. It's
Okay.
mostly Protestantism in the U.S.
Ah, okay.
Because reminder, America was
Right.
English, and England was Protestant.
Yeah.
Because that one king wanted to divorce his wife, and the Pope told him no. So he's like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna make my own Christianity with blackjack and hookers."
And fuck Henry.
Yeah. Anyway, next up, Jimmy.
Yes.
Toho McDonald's.
Oh yeah, fucking. Oh, that was hilarious. Okay, so they made a fucking McDonald's Japan made a fucking ad with fucking. Has anyone ever heard of Bad Apple?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've become familiar with it.
It's
That.
too everywhere.
That they literally made that, but it's fucking McDonald's instead of Bad Apple.
It's
Bad Donald's.
So- Toho, but it's a McDonald's ad?
It's a
Or
McDonald's.
Bad Apple, but it's a McDonald's ad?
Yes,
Sorry, that's
and
what I
they
meant to
and
say.
they reference Toho memes related to McDonald's, like fucking Ronald McDonald Insanity. If anyone knows about that meme, which
Oh
is
my
also fucking
God.
old as shit.
No!
Yes, they
I
reference
hate
the
that
fucking,
meme.
They reference the fucking Ronald McDonald falling off the bench. And the
I
dun,
hate
dun,
that
doo.
fucking meme.
You. Yeah, they fucking referenced that shit. I watched the video and I was like, what in the Sam fuck is this? And I realized, oh right, it's Japan. And I forgot about it until today.
Sorry, I just don't like Ronald McDonald.
Fair enough.
He's a clown and
A corporate clown at that.
no, he's a clown and a mascot.
Oh right, you don't like neither. My bad.
Yeah.
I forgot. But when I saw the fucking thing, I was like, I'm sorry, what? And it's really funny because it's also really well fucking made. It doesn't look like it's badly made. Like they made it like really well animated. And it's very funny because not that long before that, I fucking found a Uma Musume meme that was Bad Apple, but with Umas.
Goldship doing the Bad Apple dance.
I think
Next
it's
up,
called
oh,
bad
Amy
carrot
mentioned
for
this.
that. And I just when I saw
All right, so I had to double check this, not just at Meep's request. Gonna mark this at the very end, so that way we don't accidentally do it twice.
The Epic Games CEO being cringe.
Yes, I know. I'm just also marking it at the end, so that way we don't do it twice, because there was an interruption in the middle. That's all. All right, so I pulled up the article to make sure it's still there, and it is. So, this story started with a PC Gamer article titled Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney argues banning Twitter over its ability to AI generate pornographic images of minors is just gatekeepers attempting to censor all of their political opponents. Okay.
Okay, Peter.
Okay.
what the fuck?
And I really need to clarify that PC Gamer just points out through this that basically, as Eurogamer reports, which by the way, they weren't the first one, they were just the one that's going to be the target here.
Yeah, the target for investigation.
And not like, and not just like the and not like Target as in
the supermarket.
correct. Please get down. Thank you. Oh, my foot's asleep. Oh, fuck. Basically, they just went and did mostly just a little thing talking about things, and there's a spoilered image. I basically did a screenshot of the important parts of the article if you want to see the article, in case it ever goes down. I also have screenshots of the article on my phone if anybody is interested. But basically, the whole thing was them quoting a tweet where he says, this is Tim Sweeney's own words. I am reading them right off the thing. Reason 42 for open platforms to shut down every politician's incessant demands to all gatekeepers to censor all of their political opponents.
Why are you saying it like that?
Because I don't like him and I want to make him sound like a slimy nerd because he looks like a slimy nerd.
Yeah, but I didn't understand half of what you fucking said.
Okay, I will not. Did anybody? Okay. Reason 42. Okay, I will read it again. Reason 42 for open platforms. To shut down every politician's incessant demands to all gatekeepers to censor all of their political opponents. Then he follows up with, all major AIs have documented instances of going off the rails. All major AI companies make their best efforts to combat this. None are perfect. Politicians demanding gatekeepers selectively crush the one that's their political opponent's company is basic crony capitalism. Yeah, and also I'm gonna quote this this tweet, which I did find the tweet, and I did find the tweet and post it beneath just to. I did find the tweet in case it's needed.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, I like this person's take on it because I think they just. If I were writing an article, I would have included it, and yes, PC Gamer includes this. All major AIs have documented instances of going off the... Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. AI going off the rails is not the same as actively excusing content for pedophiles.
Yep.
Your priorities as someone in charge of a company that makes a video game catering to young people are completely off. And I completely agree. However, that's not the end of the story. That is actually the beginning of the story of this article, because in the end of the article they just talk about how, what Rain classifies as, which Rain is the they use the full acronym. It's the R word. I don't like the word abuse, and the incest national network. How they define sexual abuse, which I spoilered that one because obviously I don't want you guys to just be friggin'. I don't want you to be like friggin' blasted with all those words, you know what I mean? And then also, since the controversy changed to light, the only change X has made has been moving Grok's ability to generate images in tweet replies behind a paywall, and there's been a couple of others, but that's just at the time of the article being written. However, this is the reply that is disgusting and where I have to go, are you fucking serious? Because this is where the story, in my opinion, starts. Tim Sweeney responds to the article posted by PC Gamer on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
This is a vile lie by PC Gamer. I criticized a government official for pressuring Apple and Google to block a speech app owned by their political opponent, deplatforming 500 million users on the pretense of stopping a small number of them from distributing disgusting content. And you know what I have to say to that? I just read the article out loud. I just read the article, or at least a summary of what I believe the article said and how I put it. And if you guys want to find it, you can find it. I even gave you the name of the article. If any of you want to find it, you can go find it on PC Gamer's website. It was so easy for me to find. His words are right there. They did not twist them at all. They didn't change them at all. They just said what he said and said, yeah, no, that sounds basically like excusing, some awful shit. That's their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They were just using his words. No, Tim. They aren't twisting your words at all. You just are a fucking moron who should probably keep his mouth shut.
And probably won't, because let's be honest,
Yeah.
a lot of these people do not keep their mouth shut at all.
Yes, and this is why,
They love to
I just
talk.
have to say, if anybody has anything to do with like Fortnite or anything involving that, just get off that game at this point. It's just the people involved in making that are just not great. And if anybody is like, well, we should use Epic Store instead of Steam, at this point,
No.
no.
There's nothing better from the Epic Store. There's like, aside from free game, that's it. It's genuinely a worse platform to like browse and shit.
That's part of the reason why. That's part of the reason why it never caught on. That's the whole reason why Steam has a defaultist monopoly. It's not because of the whole like whatever. It's not because of mentalities or anything. It's just because Steam just established themselves so early, continued to improve upon it. Although we still have some major complaints with them.
Yeah, but it could be worse.
I got in.
Okay, now we wait for Bond. There she goes. Alright, let's bullet
Anyway.
this fucker. Amy, use payday first. There we go, money. But yeah, it's just
Anyway,
like,
as I was saying-
I've used Epic for a while, mainly because free games, and that's the only place where I can download ZZZ because it's not on Steam.
Yeah.
And even then, like,
And
the platform itself just sucks. There's times where
Yeah,
I
and
have
that's
to
how I have to.
There's times where I have to
Sorry.
reset Epic games just to find where the fuck the free game is, because of how unintuitive its fucking platform is.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, and that's how I have to play it because of Linux.
ZZZ,
Play ZZC, that is. So, yeah, it's like I don't have anything against the platform itself. It's just they just never improve beyond that simple thing. And the only platform that has any legs to stand on as being a possible competitor doesn't try to be, because most of what it does better is just because it being different. And that's GOG. It provides different services.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all. It provides more classic games, more support to classic games. It provides no DRM. You get the idea.
Yeah, they do their own thing.
Yeah. And also they... Yeah. So, wait, what did you, why are you saying my name in the...
Because I need your badge, your, Geistlord badge.
But yeah, it's... Like I said, Tim Sweeney's scum.
So it's like 90% of the, CEOs these days, honestly.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, most CEOs, their jobs are redundant.
Yes, absolutely.
They are just put there to be paid a high salary and do nothing. Most of them. I'm not saying that all of them
That and
are.
only talking shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what they can do best.
and be
Be greedy.
shown to be absolute goddamn awful people. Randy Pitchford.
What is Randy Pitchford for?
Gearbox.
Oh, what's Gearbox again?
Borderlands.
Didn't he also make Deus Ex, or is it a different game? Or I think it's a
No.
different game.
That's Eidos. Although I think he owned it at one point. I might be wrong. No, I think that was Square Enix. Square Enix owned Deus Ex at one point.
Damn.
They no longer do. But yeah. But yeah, long story short, fuck Tim Sweeney.
Yep.
Fuck Epic.
Fuck Epic.
Also, just as a reminder, if you see any games that are free on Epic, make sure that you actually support the developers behind it. Because if you see something like, oh, hey, Hogwarts Legacy, for example, that money, there's still money going to J.K. Rowling behind the scenes for each purchase. It's just that who is paying for it is people like Tim Sweeney. Just thought I'd point that out too.
Okay.
All right, that's all. That one's done. I was gonna try and keep that short, but I guess that just kind of rambled on.
Yeah, because it ramble for everyone. Because
Oh my god.
it's that time. It's like that moment where you're.
I'm gonna add another reaction because I realized that wasn't the end. Oop.
Look at the rat chat. Oh yeah, Bon, I need to send you something. I only sent
Look at the
you-
rat.
Look at that rat.
Do you really like my rat that much?
She's cute.
Oh, that rat is, yeah.
Speaking of,
You like Prosecco?
Darius, are you still on ZZZ?
Yeah.
Damn. You really got a lot.
Did I spell Prosecco right?
I sent it to Bon. I sent her the meme to Bon. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go.
We're waiting. I'm gonna go fishing.
Okay. Actually, let me go fishing with you. Still a little rat. Alright, let's go fishing. What level are you on fishing, Amy?
1.
Oh, okay. I'll go fishing with you.
All right.
We like fishing in this household.
Next up. Next up, the nation of Moldova.
Uh-huh.
Moldova has their leadership has flotation with Romania due to security concerns from you'll never guess who.
Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russia, who's currently funding a separatist region in the east of the country.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, I say funding. It's a bit generous at this point because they're out of money, but still.
Yeah.
If Moldova wants to do that, well, it would get them into the EU and NATO. So.
Yeah.
If it doesn't
Be beneficial
explode.
for them, especially.
Yeah.
True.
Next up, Amy, you have stuff about Comic-Con being cringe.
Yes, and then there was an update to that. So I'm gonna mark them both off. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it because it was just like so close together.
She was waiting for it, ja.
I was waiting for it, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
The
Fishing.
North Germans are
So-
returning.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Lufthouses. Lufthouses. Oh yeah. I don't know what that means. I just know that's the name of the game.
There
Yeah,
is
it's good.
my illuminating us, since you apparently seem to know.
No, it was just a voice. It was funny. Wait, say it again. What did you say?
Lufthouses.
Lufthouses? Oh my god, that is an old German word, probably. Because I don't know it.
Damn.
Lufthouses.
All right. Why did it not let me fish? Did I miss something?
Yeah, no, from what I'm seeing, that word is not. It's
Alright, there we go.
more like made up.
Okay, so it was made up just because it was funny to say.
Luft,
Okay.
Luft is the German part, yeah, but Raus is no idea.
I think it was made sound like trousers. Alongside where they would host human-made fan art and stuff like that, they would allow AI art.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just 1 second. I need to finish fishing so I can scroll down because I don't want to tab out. Okay, please give me a thing. All right, there we go. So, the rules stated material production by artificial intelligence AI may be placed in the show, but only as not for sale NFS. It must be clearly marked as AI produced, not simply as print. If one of the parameters in its creation was something similar to done in the style of specific artist, that information must be added to the description. If there are questions, the art show coordinator will be the sole judge of acceptability. That was the exact wording of the rules.
Uh-huh.
So basically, ew, cringe. But as people were calling them out on it and pressuring them and being like, that's gross, why would you do that? Overnight, something changed. Rule 3 now reads as... No. They didn't say anything. They didn't say a word. By the way, this is the San Diego Comic-Con, which I believe runs most of them.
Yeah.
But they silently changed it overnight. They didn't say anything. This is what it now reads as: material created by artificial intelligence, either partially or wholly, is not allowed in the art show.
Yeah, baby, we bullied them. Bully the big company.
Just like I was going to make this like a whole cringe talk, and then it was just like same day. Suddenly, near the end of the day, it was just like, when I said overnight, I meant same day for me, but it was like overnight for Europeans.
Yeah.
Or like early day Europeans and certain people.
The Helldivers have bullied Sony again.
Hell yeah.
You get the idea.
My life was a
You get the
Fucking
idea.
go.
It was just like, what is going on? My guess is there were so many people who were pulling out or canceling their tickets that they were like,
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! My bottom line, no.
They were
The
like,
only thing I
we
care
didn't
about."
realize this was going to happen.
We didn't start the fire.
Actually, we did. Fuck. Put it out.
started the fire, we just poured gasoline
We
on
can't
it
admit,
and
but we
started
can't
smoking.
admit that we're wrong. We can't admit that we're wrong. That's the only thing that we can't admit.
We didn't start the fire. We just poured gasoline on it, smoked a cigarette, and discarded it carelessly.
And then we put it out before anybody could notice, but they noticed anyway. But we're just not going to admit that we did it.
Just ignore that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It was just funny. It was like, it was just funny. Anyway.
Next up, the box. So this week, Trump attempted to do a photo shoot to show his solidarity with the workers of America or some shit like that. So yeah, that went well. He went to a Ford plant, and one of the Ford workers shouted at him, "Pedophile protector." To which Trump was seen. He wasn't on a mic, so you couldn't hear what he said. But based on it's pretty obvious based on his mouth. He either mouthed or said "fuck you" and flipped the guy off. Ford suspended the worker, and the auto workers union is immediately like, "Nah, the fuck you mean? Put him back." So yeah, that photo shoot went really well for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because at the same time, those people will be like, "Oh, it's not rude for like they won't call out Trump for being rude there, but like recently, I don't know if it's Chrissy Noam or the DHS lady who I forget the name of, who I don't fucking care, who was like, "Oh my God, they're flipping off ICE." Oh
Yeah, it's one of those like oh, and how it's the fault of the leadership saying it's okay.
And it's like, you guys are so insecure when it's somebody else
I
doing
saw
it to
something
you.
where someone had overlaid those two events on top of each other.
Like, you guys have you guys have like insecurity when it comes to things happening to you, but if you do them to other people, it's okay. The hypocrisy is is like I can taste it in the
Rules
air
for thee,
sometimes, I
not
swear
for
to God.
me, is literally an ideological point of fascism. So
Yeah, like I
be
said, I
surprised
can
that these
literally
people feel that
taste it. I can literally taste it in the air sometimes when they speak.
I'm sure they taste it whenever they lick the glorious leader's boot.
Oh, I wasn't gonna think that. That's not where I was gonna
With the
go with
amount of
that.
boot licking they do, you'd think that might be a fetish.
I wasn't gonna go with. I wasn't gonna go with boot. Is all I was saying.
Well, feet is a lot more common than ass on that.
Oh, I
sort
was
of
going
licking
higher.
being the thing. So,
Or I was going with the other
Anyway.
side from the ass. Anyway.
all right.
Hmm.
Next up, an unknown individual has leaked the identifying information of 4,500 ICE agents amidst the drama going from the Minnesota incident. And they're like, oh, the docs. Like, they're public servants. They're like, their identities are supposed to be public facing. You can't dox someone like that. It's like say you doxed the president.
Yeah.
Amongst the people have been going through the list and stuff. Among the people who were found on the list, the most notable one that I saw mentioned was an individual who is the founder of the white national organization, the Proud Boys, and a convicted felon.
Yep. And you know what? I have something that I could spring off of that.
I think we both mentioned this thing being in here. If it's what I think it
Yes.
is, the journalist.
Yes.
Yeah, we both put it in here. All right.
So do you want to do
you
it
start
since
and
I okay.
Yeah.
So I could start because it's actually kind of funny but also a little bit scary. Basically this journalist went to
by the name of
an ice
Laura Jadid, I think is how her name's pronounced.
I don't know.
I wrote it
to be
down, but I don't
honest.
know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, same.
6 letters, half of which are E, English language.
Yeah. It might not even be English.
It might not be, but
from-
I know E is really common in the English language. And that
That's
was the
fair.
joke.
But that's fair. But yeah, no, she was sorry, I just got
I
surprised by something.
I'll
Anyway.
I'll do the fix.
So yeah, yeah,
I'll-
I'll start by saying basically she went to this like gathering, this like job thing for
Oh, it's from a
Ice.
job fair. Okay, I missed that part.
a job fair for ICE. She went down. Turns out there weren't that many people, and
Shocker.
or apparently there were people earlier there at the job fair, but on the day she was there, it wasn't supposedly 3,000, but that's according to other people reporting. But on her day, she said there was less than like a couple dozen.
Damn.
But basically, she went in with a good resume, leaving off all of her journalism stuff, walked in, talked to the person who was in charge of hiring, and was like, yeah, they just asked a bunch of personal questions and stuff like that. And it was really weird, especially because she just was like, this has been like no interview I've ever been to, and I think Meep can take over from here.
Yes. So this lady is literally on like the government's Antifa watch list. Very publicly anti-ICE. Single Google of her name could find that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She missed the tentative offer email, submitted 0 required forms, which includes consent to background check, and then to prepare for the drug test, a couple days before the drug test, had some weed.
Great.
Alright? Never got a fail notification on the drug test. The hiring portal, even though she missed the tentative offer email, kept saying welcome to ICE with a final job offer. No background check, no polygraph, nothing. Nothing. I'd like to point out, I can speak to this especially because I'm trying to like get a job in like some, not even as like a standard law enforcement officer who's like would be carrying a firearm, okay? And the vetting process for that is months, and it's super detailed and whatnot. It's like, it says like list contacts and like people who know you, stuff like that. It's like Jimmy, I know can know about that because I actually used him as one of the like personal references in one of those.
What?
Because we're like friends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What happened? I'm confused.
Yeah,
Real quickly. Oh, right. For your application,
Yeah,
I completely forgot that happened.
Yeah.
Once it happened, it absolutely came out of my mind. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's that's how extensive these things are supposed to be, and they're like, no background check. Apparently, didn't even look at the drug test. Didn't even Google her name. Didn't even Google her name. Yeah, you're hired.
Press X to
Yep,
doubt.
because if they Googled her for 2 seconds, they'd have noticed how anti the administration they are, or she is, because like they wouldn't have like really been fond of that. I don't think.
Yeah, and that. South Park made a joke about this, and people made fun of them for being, they're taking the piss out of it or whatever. It's like, no,
And
there
it's
was no hyperbole.
It's scary because there could
As
be
mentioned-
people with
as
actual
mentioned, the-
vendettas.
The leaked ICE list of known ICE agents that got leaked included the founder of a white nationalist organization who is a convicted
Exactly.
felon.
There could be R wordists then. In fact, you know what?
Oh, we know
I'm
there
going to say this. There's definitely.
We
there's
know there
definitely
are, because people have been victimized in ICE detention facilities.
I did not know that. I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's literally just complete. And the thing is, on top of it and all the nonsense they're doing, the freaking go-to response from the establishment Democrats is basically, oh, they need to be better trained to prevent this. No, if they were better trained, they'd be better at doing this. All this bullshit. Get rid of them. Like, I'd like to point out how bad ICE looks right now. Joe Rogan compared them to the Gestapo.
Yep.
Joe Rogan.
Now, I do want to clarify that he did later be like, oh, but I'm still gonna suck the administration's tiny you know what. But yeah, he did that.
Oh, let's be real. The only reason he cares is because, it was negatively affecting American citizens who were white. Yeah, white people have been, caught up in it and, shot dead in the street.
Horrible. Absolutely insane too.
Well,
There's
white
also a clip I
cis
saw.
people.
Yeah.
If it was a
There
trans
was a
person, I don't
clip
think
I
he'd have
saw.
cared.
There was a clip I saw of an ICE agent who attempted to draw their gun, only for it to go flying across the ground and them to dive after it, pick it up and brandish it at people, angrily and threatening to shoot them. Which is, we know for a fact he couldn't have done that because the magazine was on the floor. It fell out. Like this is why it's like if they were trained, they'd be more dangerous.
Yep.
Let's take a break for this to talk about something nice. Hungarian scientists. have trained rats to play Doom 2.
Let's go.
They're playing more games. Let's go.
Let's
That
go.
means you can speedrun it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many frames per second is it? I'm sorry, the only Doom reaction I had was honk.
Oh my god.
Doom? Doom?
Doom?
What do you mean, Doom?
Doom.
Actually, that's technically not how Doom speedruns work, but I could explain that someday if you guys want.
Mayhaps.
You could make it also make it a business.
Futurism.
Yes, because I actually know how Doom speedruns work, believe it or not.
That would
But
be actually
it's-
cool to talk about it.
Yeah, even though I'm not a Doom speedrunner, I've watched enough people discuss it that I actually know.
Anyway, back to our regular scheduled depressing bullshit. The U.S. Homeland Security Twitter announced a reminder to ICE agents that they have total criminal immunity carrying out their duties, and anyone trying to stop them is a felon.
That's not the only thing they tweeted out.
No, it's not, and that's not how the law works, but they're gonna use the little-known legal loophole the executive branch likes, known as "nobody's going to fucking stop me."
They also tweeted out nobody's above the law.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Sure, you're currently in contempt of Congress for violation of the Epstein Files release law.
That's
so
not the
shut fuck
only
up.
thing they're in violation of, that nobody's
True.
fucking prosecuting them on, but they won't say shit about those.
Next up. So, Trump is really, well, I say he's upset. Let's be real, this is exactly what he wants to happen. That there's a whole bunch of protesters, like, protesting and, like, getting in ICE's way and stuff in Minneapolis. So he's threatened to invoke the Insurrection Act.
Boo.
Bro, you're
That's not
literally
the
the
only
guy
thing-
who pardoned the people who literally stormed the Capitol.
Yeah, that's not the only thing. He's also threatening to like capture voting machines if the elections go through.
Oh yeah,
And-
he's
And they
voted.
don't ban voting
Yeah,
machines, and they don't ban what's it called? What are
mail-in
they
voting.
called? Yeah, mail-in voting.
He's also just flat out floated not having the midterm elections.
Yeah.
Why is
Right, I
midterm
saw
Also,
that.
elections?
apparently
And
that is every 2 years. In the middle of the presidential term, because every 2 years, the U.S. House of Representatives, all the members of Congress in the House, all their terms come up for re-election, and 1/3 of the Senate is up for re-election every 2 years. It's called the midterm because it's in the middle of the presidential's term.
Okay.
can I just
Yeah, it's like
say,
it's like how your tests are called midterms.
Yeah.
In the middle of the term. Yeah. Yeah, he's floated just not having elections.
Well, he's done that several times. I'm not surprised at this point.
Mhm.
Because he wants
Can I
to be
just
forever
say-
king.
Yes.
like, I just want to say it generally shows that he not only is really scared, but it really gives me the idea that he wants to do everything he wants to do just because in his own head he's like, oh, I have to do this.
No,
No.
it's
No,
not
because he
that.
wants to do this.
It's not that he has to, it's that he
He's-
wants to.
He wants. He
He's a
wants
selfish
power.
little. He's a selfish.
Yeah, he wants,
motherfucker.
and like I said, because that would be like in his head, he needs to do it. Because like he wants, then because
He's
he
a
wants,
He's
he
the
needs to do it.
glorious leader.
He's a narcissistic rich asshole that thinks they can get away with everything they do.
He sees anything. He thinks the U.S. president is a king, because that's
Yes.
how the Russian president is.
Yes.
But he doesn't
why-
realize we're not fucking Russia.
Mhm.
That's the short of it.
Yep. Next up, let's have some good news. The return of Chunky Pikachu.
I was
Huh?
confused
Hold on,
by
I
this.
got the pictures. I've got the pictures.
Okay.
I got big one.
Oh yeah, you got the big one.
Yeah.
Just put in images. Chunky Pikachu is back
Let's fucking
for the
we have-
30th anniversary
Hell yeah, we have a
Let's
Chunky
go.
Pikachu plushie at home.
anniversary of
It's in my
Pokemon.
sister's bedroom.
Yeah. For the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, Nintendo's releasing Chunky Pikachu plush.
Nostalgia baiting. Let's
to
go.
quote Mina's to quote Mina's reaction. Yeah.
Chat, we'll have nostalgia baiting.
Why he's so round? Such a good plushie, so chunky.
Round creature.
Jimmy, can you put Chunky Pikachu on the screen?
Hold on, I'm on it. Oh, we just put one of them.
The heckin' chunker.
I bet you that's gonna cost like $1 billion.
Might
Oh,
cost
yes.
40.
It's an officially licensed Nintendo product. And then, of course, because we're American, it'll have a massive tariff slapped on top of it.
There it is.
Yep.
Chunky trip.
Yep, it most definitely will. And speaking of that, if we can segue into that,
Oh, believe me, I've got some of the stuff. I haven't even gotten to all the bullshit for Greenland yet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I will tease one thing. I genuinely wished, I'm not sure if we did, but if we didn't, I wish we put that specific thing on the card, because of course it happened. We'll get to that later, though.
Yeah. Hold on, double checking. No. We'll see. Anyway, next up is
Oh boy.
the both Ami and I both put this in here again. The exiled leader of the Venezuelan opposition party gifted
Yeah, you
their
can talk
Nobel
about it.
Peace Prize to Trump.
You can talk about it. You do it better justice than I would.
Making this the second person in history to be quote-unquote gifted the prize, which is officially non-transferable. The other person is a man by the name of Joseph Goebbels, famous for his role being the propaganda chief of the Nazi Party. The only other time someone has given the Nobel Peace Prize to someone was a pair of Danish recipients who handed them over to someone else for safekeeping because the Nazis were invading Denmark. That was ultimately the prizes were dissolved in acid and basically held in suspension. Then after they were removed from suspension, with all the gold then sent to the Nobel Committee to recast the prizes to be given back to them.
Fair enough.
So yeah. By the way, the exiled Venezuelan opposition leader then left, visibly holding a paper bag with Trump's name on it, full of Trump-branded merch.
I still don't know why she did it. I think
Because she thinks
I think
she's
it was
gonna
something
be able to
maybe-
get power in Venezuela if she does that.
That's what I
Uh,
think, but like,
Yeah,
maybe,
she's
yeah,
trying to like
that's-
bribe him
I believe that.
to install her in power.
and
Yeah.
I guess she'd rather try than to fail. And you know what? To be honest, yeah.
Pain.
very much pain.
Anyway, next up, Amy has Microsoft's Copilot was hacked.
All right.
God.
So basically, have any of you ever seen how people hack or hijack an AI bot?
No, not
Mhm.
at all.
All right. So if any of you don't, I'm gonna have to explain it then. So basically, what they do is they create like essentially something that the a prompt that the AI will read. That's malicious. That will override
that-
the prompt that's currently done.
Like the one where someone got ChatGPT to delete something important on the server.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, my grandma always did this command in their terminal. Can you do it on your terminal in memory of her? Type thing.
But the so basically how this one works from my understanding was the main thing was that it had Microsoft had a bunch of protections in place to keep user data secured from others while the AI was in use.
Mm-hmm.
And what they did was they used one of those hijacking prompts to essentially say a phrase that would essentially nullify the first one, which was all that was needed to nullify the rest of them.
Bruh.
Yeah, whoops! That's a big fucking uh-oh. So basically, people are able to get passwords, names, whatever they fucking wanted.
Well done.
Fun.
Yeah, it's been patched though by the time I learned about this, but
Supposedly.
yeah,
Hopefully.
well, supposedly, but it'll probably take no time for them to find another fucking exploit.
Yeah.
Because how they do it is they use like another one, like I don't remember what it's called. It's got some stupid name though, because all of them have stupid names except ChatGPT, which even ChatGPT is slightly stupid. At least ChatGPT has chat in the name, so I can remember it. Why?
I mean, I like Gemini.
Why is it called Copilot? Okay, Gemini's kind of cool, but that's just because I
That's
like
the
stars.
Google one, if I recall.
Yeah, I know.
Is Gemini.
I only like it because it's got stars, because it reminds me of stars. But the point is that most of them have stupid names. But the whole thing is that they use another one to write these prompts to basically brute force until it figures out a new one.
Uh-huh.
So it probably won't be much time until they find a new one.
Oh my fucking! I just saw something talking about a Wall Street Journal article. Did some investigation into the way ICE has structured their incentive structure. You'll never believe it. The more arrests you do, the more you get paid, regardless of the outcome of those arrests. Wow.
All right.
That should be illegal.
But yeah, by the way, I'm gonna keep calling them Microslop until they cease.
Yeah,
What,
enough.
they changed their name or something?
No, I'm until they cease their actions. Is what I'm saying.
I'm confused. From what name?
Do you not know what I mean?
Are you
When I
talking
say
about-
cease,
No.
I will
Emmy.
I will not stop calling them micro slop
Oh.
until they cease.
Okay, I was hearing Microsoft the entire time, so I was like, isn't that?
No, I said micro slop. Wait, did you? Nope, I've not called them. I don't think we've said Microsoft one time in this chat today.
Wow.
Yeah. I think you might have the
I also
The
have one of
auditory
my
stuff that
headphones
we
off.
do.
I have music on, and I have the game audio on, so you know.
I can't do more than 2 items at once. I'm not gonna lie.
I do not want to turn on PvP. I do not want to turn on PvP.
All
I
right.
want to bully Bonnet.
The
and bully
FDA
everyone.
has been. The FDA has
FDA.
withdrawn rule testing for asbestos in certain cosmetics.
Isn't asbestos like turbo poisonous?
Yes.
Yes,
Poisonous, extremely.
it's a known carcinogen.
They want the asbestos mines to open back up, I guess.
Oh my god. There was like that one Australian town that turned into a ghost town because of this.
I'd like to. It's not they're
Asbestos
saying
minus.
you're allowed to have asbestos. They're saying we're not going to test for it anymore.
No, I'm just
It's still not
I'm just
allowed. We're just not
joking.
going to enforce it.
I'm just joking about. I'm joking about their insistence on like reviving industries that are dead and stuff.
For a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Next, we have a rare. We have some good news. A rare Florida W. Florida has banned convicted animal abusers from buying new pets.
Good.
That's so good.
Good.
Surprised it's taking them that fucking long.
You know what? I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be like good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the Zelda thing. Sorry.
Next up, Trump pardoned a guy who was convicted of fraud.
And made fraud again.
And then he did fraud again. So Trump has just pardoned him for the second time, because the first time he pardoned him was in his first term.
Let me guess.
Wow.
He's committing fraud again.
Oh, I don't know if he's done it to commit fraud a third time. He certainly hasn't been convicted for it yet, but probably.
I
God.
mean, third time's is the charm.
It literally is like they don't care as long as they're on our side. It doesn't matter if it's a repeat offense. God, fuck.
Yep.
They should be immune to the laws because they are rich,
Yep.
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah.
I hate this world. I hate this world.
That's why the U.S. police, their main thing is they protect property. Like a known thing. It's like how the original rednecks were striking coal miners who the U.S. government dropped mustard gas on from a plane. It's a thing that happened. The Battle of Blair Mountain, look it up.
I believe you.
The U.S. Army Air Corps.
All I'm thinking about is Mount Abraxas by Mount Abraxas. I'm gonna fucking drop a name and I'm gonna hear. You never shared with me the clear the You never shared the clear the dungeon one, Jimmy.
I thought I did.
Thank you.
Especially I thought I did because I also shared with
Next
fucking
up,
Juan.
Amy,
Anyway,
you had...
but the sorry, that reminds me of Mount Abraxas by Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats.
What's with you and weird fucking band names?
Because weird band names make good fucking music sometimes.
That's true.
What
That's
can I
true.
Weird Al.
say?
Oh my god.
Franz Ferdinand.
That's the name of my PC.
They
by the
were
way.
popular. That one was actually popular. I'm not even like joking. They fucking were. They were the They were the intro to Edge Runners, the Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Yes, they are. I love them. I love Ferdinand Bon. Anyway,
Although Bond's just kind of there. Also, Amy, can you revive Bond? While I'm taking all the heat.
I just did. I literally just did.
Next up, Amy, you had the Supreme Court discussing trans people.
All right, this one's gonna depress. This one was one of the stress points that I heard about. Yeah, I fucking.
Mhm.
All right, if I sorry, I'm gonna get distracted about the Franz Ferdinand. I'm sorry, Bond. I gotta stop it. Anyway, so because I just want to talk about anything but this, even though I'm probably the only one who heard about it, and it really is disgusting that I've not heard enough people talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sit. All right, so basically, the Supreme Court is seeing two things currently. Also, I'm gonna. They are seeing two cases, and both of them are over trans people in sports.
Uh-huh.
And basically, I believe they are likely to try and overturn Title IX over this, which I believe is the one about
The anti-discrimination one.
Anti-discrimination over gender.
Mm-hmm.
Over gender and sex.
Mhm.
Or at least they're going to try and add a thing saying that certain things don't count. But the hearing was absolutely disgusting from the snippets that I've heard. Because, as you can imagine, it was just atrocious. Just because of all the arguments that were being used. And there were people who were talking about it after that were also awful. So Amy Coney Barrett, one of the Supreme Court justices,
That asshole.
yeah, that bitch. I'm not even gonna mince my words. That bitch. She basically said, she asked a question. So, I'm gonna give her the bitchiest voice imaginable. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for you to put up with this voice, not for her. I just want to clarify that. So, what's gonna stop if we allow this? What's gonna stop a guy who failed to get into men's sports from just wanting to go into girls' sports?
The fact the girls will kick his ass?
But still, the fact that she asked that question just shows how fucking one-sided her views are.
Yes, absolutely.
And how disgusting her views are. Like, because she didn't think of a trans woman as a woman, she saw a trans woman as a guy. And assumed that it was a guy masquerading as a man. So she's just saying, well, a guy just who doesn't even care to disguise it, is what she's saying. Essentially. That's what's disgusting about it. And what's disgusting about it is that that's in front of the children, or the teens there, who are actually trans and do not look. They don't look masculine at all. In my opinion. Another thing was there was a source cited there that cited 900 medals were won by were lost to trans women.
What?
Okay. You want to know where that source comes from?
All right. Oh
It
my
comes
god.
from a website. What?
Shit, I did it again. I accidentally opened the believing when I wanted to put up OBS.
Okay. So that comes from an anti-trans website that counts any win of a trans woman as not just a loss of a medal, but a loss of every medal that could have been a cis woman behind her.
Question.
This also includes sports that don't get medals. This also includes every victory where they didn't even come in first, by the way.
Counts the co-ed sports as well.
That too. So like chess or darts.
Yeah, or just like that one famous woman who's like, "Oh, I lost because of trans women." Like, bitch, you came 13th. Shut the fuck up.
Speaking of, one of them I'm about to talk about one of them. Oh my god. I don't remember her fucking name, and I don't care to because fuck her.
Yes.
But yeah, that was but we'll get to her in a second. But basically, that site is disgusting, and they probably won't even think to fact check that. So yeah, fuck that. And there was you can kind of see the quality of that stuff. The best thing that was going on was that they were at least saying cis most of the time. Cis men and trans, or cis people and trans people. That is the least that we can expect from them.
Yeah.
Which then leads me to what was going on outside of it. People who were talking about this were like, "Oh, why did they have to concede to the ideology that cis is a thing, whatever, they're othering us," and stuff like that.
I'm sorry, what?
It's so disgusting. Language matters so much to these people. And we have to make sure the language is correct.
And
it's just like,
you're the
yes,
majority. How are you being made the other?
Bro, we are the ones that have been trying to say this, and the moment that like it gets to you wanting to be called anything other than cis, you're the ones who claim it back. Fuck you. That's the bullshit that I'm tired of.
If this was a real slur, we would have heard it on Xbox Live. Exactly.
And the worst part is, remember we were talking about that, you guys know about the swimmer who came in 5th place? Who tied 5th place? She appeared doing lots of rounds on both in and out, talking about how it's abysmal that all of this happened, that these people are even allowed to be in sports, and that we shouldn't just ban them from sports but from everything, and that I would have won if all of that. And you know what? I can only quote one person, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, because I love her quote on this so fucking much. You know, if you didn't think so much about about how people present themselves and stuff, and just swam faster, maybe you wouldn't have tied for 5th.
That's how it is, though. It's just how it is.
Yes, and I fucking love that clapback. That clapback's so good. I don't even think I quoted it properly, but that's basically the gist of it. Fucking love AOC. Love her. Goddamn. Such a good quote, but yes. And I'm just gonna be doomorous about this. given the current Supreme Court, I think they're going to take this case and just be like, yeah, no, you can discriminate against trans people. It's only biological sex that matters. As what they say, because biological sex, quote unquote, is a term that they use because they believe in sex realism, which isn't a thing and never has been a thing. Sorry, just fucking wanted to vent. Anyway,
like,
can I do some...
there are only two genders, man and woman. It's like according to your favorite book, there's only two genders, man and rib.
Yeah, but also, God isn't either, so fuck you. God doesn't care, isn't either. He just identifies as he, but technically is non-binary.
Mm-hmm. Like the original pitch for the Transformers.
Exactly. Hey, it's not cisformers. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Favorite quotes, and I love it. How about we do something? I'm gonna try and make this short, but I throw this in here as a slightly nicer thing and funnier thing. How about we transition it because it's next in the thing? Y'all want to do a quick drama flashback?
Go ahead.
Y'all ever heard of the pink sauce controversy?
Didn't we talk about this not that long ago?
Yeah, we did.
We did, and it's why I said I wanted to put it in the idea box.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, Meep was not here for it. Bolt wasn't here for it either, I don't think. I don't think. It was like, there were so many people in that call that
Well,
day.
maybe I was, and I forgot.
But we didn't talk in depth about it. See, I took a quick refresher, because it had been a while for me too, to remind myself of what the pink sauce thing was. See, I'm gonna also have to look it up again because I just forgot her name. But I need to find her name. I'm gonna essentially somewhat. All right, so I'm gonna somewhat organize this kind of like as we go down. I'm gonna like say things that get like deeper in the knowledge, like people wouldn't know. Kind of like an iceberg, if you want to say. But it's not gonna be like super icebergy, where it's like, oh my god, every fact. I don't think I'm gonna be able to cover every fact in this. There's no way. So, Chef P. That's her name. P-I-I. Chef P. Is basically also known as the Pink Sauce Lady. I'll be referring to her as Veronica Shaw, or Miss Shaw, because that's her actual name. Miss Veronica, she decided, hey, we're going to, as far as I'm aware, she's not married. We're going to, I want to release my iconic sauce that's only called pink sauce to my fans because they wanted to know what it tasted like. Okay, that makes sense, right? How does she do it? Well, she doesn't get anybody to help her make it. She just bottles it out in plastic bags and everything. And there was apparently milk in it, so it went bad in the mail. So when people got it, they were like, that looks and smells gross. I probably should not eat that. That's not the funny part, though. So, I promise this does get funny and weird. But this is at least more positive than everything else that happened. That we're just talking about it. But basically, all of this, Miss Shaw was just like, hey, this is fine. That's just how people do this in business as a startup, right? Well, as people started to dig, they started to notice, wait, she made a nutrition label, but none of it adds up. Like, she doesn't list all of the ingredients. Her calories are way off. They're like 444 for like a single tablespoon,
Jesus.
which that's what? Which doesn't make sense. You could live off of that if that was the case. And more. And then when people started taking to her live streams, and they started asking if she got FDA approval. This is one of the most infamous clips out there. FDA approved? What do you mean FDA approved? I don't sell medical products.
I'm sorry, what?
The FDA in the US stands for the Food and Drug Association.
Yes, I know that much.
Administration.
Administration, thank you. Sorry. But still, the food part is the important part. I always get administration and association mixed up. Bleh. Point is, it's the food part that's important.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, everybody was like, what? Hello? So everybody started, so some people, including a fan of hers, then now we're starting to get deeper. That's just the surface, all right? That's just the surface. Some people started to send this out to labs. What they found was wasn't nothing in there was too bad, but there were some weird, but yeah, maybe there was some milk in there. So she took one of her fans onto a daytime talk show.
Uh-huh.
And she just constantly down talks her like she's a hater. Even at one point, holding her hand, like, without asking, just like, whatever. And the host actually doubles down and helps, and it's just like, no, you're the problem here, fan. What? It's just like, how did this get okayed? Who okayed this? What?
I can tell
She
you.
was trying to make sure everything was okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so we go a little deeper now, because that at the end of that show, they announced that she was getting a partnership with Dave's Gourmet.
Mm-hmm.
Let me confirm something, because I've always... Which is basically they sell hot sauces and other stuff like that. If you don't know, basically they were like, we could probably salvage this whole thing for PR and make it like a cool PR thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No. No. So. This is where things get wild. Basically, shortly after that, she gets taken. She starts talking about how, like, oh my god, Dave's Gourmet is so bad. I'm like on the street and they won't pay me or feed my kids or whatever. Without that without Miss Shaw ever actually directly saying Dave's Gourmet. Actually, I should have mentioned that. Yeah, you know the people who screwed me, go take it to them and stuff like that. Which, by the way, her sauce was sold in Walmart. I just want to stress that she was actually getting sold places. And she was also talking about how nobody liked the new sauce because it wasn't pink sauce, it was fuchsia sauce or something. Okay.
What the fuck, bro?
But actually, the real reason was because nobody really just liked the taste of the sauce. That was it. But basically,
it was just shit.
Yeah, it was just shit. It was just not great. Like, even Walmart employees were confirming, yeah, no, it was just constantly on layover and stuff like that. It was never being sold. So they basically stopped producing it. So getting a little bit deeper at this point, she's starting to fall out of the main news cycle for most people. Most people have stopped paying attention to her because they don't care. Basically, she gets a cease and desist because she can't talk shit. And the company comes out with a bit more of a different story, saying, yeah, no, she wanted to make it a really expensive birthday. She kept spending all of her money when we told her we are not making enough for you to be doing that. And you stopped producing videos, which means that you weren't making money for us either, or for yourself, which we told you to not do. And then you asked for an advance on the stuff, which we still did for you because we thought you might make more videos or something. And then it was just like, bruh, really? They sounded like they were actually giving you lots of leeway and being really nice. And you just went and bit the hand that feeds you.
Naturally.
Oh, really? Let's get a little deeper now. After all of that settles down, obviously Dave's Gourmet kicks her to the street. Pretty much literally, because from my understanding, she was living in Airbnbs constantly. Which is part of the reason why the money was draining, because she just wasn't in a stable house. And she was always getting the most expensive ones she could find. But it's just like, after all of this is done, she started being like, well, I guess Pink's out, so I'm gonna start making my new sauce. My new sauce is called Violet. Yes, that's right. She actually made a second sauce. Because she didn't learn her lesson the first time.
Bruh.
Whether that got sold or not, I have no information to find about that specific sauce being sold anywhere, because she doesn't have a website anymore, and she obviously doesn't own the pink sauce branding anymore.
Wow.
So, yeah. So it was just like, what's going on? And apparently, during all of this, somehow she got convinced by people that her sauce just tasted like ranch. I guess somebody was recreating the sauce from what she was using or something like that. And people were trying it themselves, and they were saying it just tastes like ranch. And this is where we get to the final layer of all of this. The bottom of this. She's still out there. But not being like a menace. She is just out there trying to do this, like, create this, like, powder that can turn into a sauce using a little bit of water. And going to, like, I don't know if she's still doing it, but at least that's what I could find last I checked. And basically, she's going around with both the violet and a quote unquote pink sauce. She's not officially calling it that, but she's saying it is a pink looking sauce. Wink, wink. And she's taking these packets that she has and just adding them to things and having people dip them in and being like, see, this doesn't taste like ranch, does it? And them just looking awkwardly like, no. And she's just going to like little like farmers markets and stuff and just being really awkward. I think that's the best way I could put it. She's not even like, at this point, it's not cringe. It's not anything. It's just awkward. It's like, at this point, if she were to continue doing what she's doing, I can't even fault her. Just as long as she stops dragging Dave's Gourmet's name down, she's picking herself back up. And you know what? In a way,
The latest grift.
I wouldn't even say latest script. I would say, in a way, not even latest script. I'd say, I hope that it succeeds. Because she seems genuinely like she wants to create a sauce that she likes, that her fans like. I don't even think that's like a thing that's like, I don't think this is a grift. I think she genuinely just wants, because the fact that she went back to the same color, even after everything that happened, it just feels like she's attached her identity to making a sauce and really wants it to succeed. And honestly, in a way, I kind of respect that. If that makes sense. Even after everything I've just said, I don't respect everything about what she's done, but I can at least respect that she's still trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can understand that.
And I think it having a slightly positive end is why I was like, yeah, this is a positive story. Yeah, it's because it isn't entirely, oh my god, the world is coming to an end. There are people out there who have fucked up and are still trying, even if they don't understand why they fucked up. Or how they fucked up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You were fucked up now. Now you fucked up.
So, like, I can at least get behind that she's trying.
Alright, is my Discord working again now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It was
after
actually really weird for a moment there.
I fucked up. Bot fucked up just now too.
Damn. Next up. So as you know, Mango Mussolini has been attempting to acquire Greenland
Yes.
for definitely national security reasons.
I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Just ignore that we've had treaties to build military bases basically as much as we want in Greenland for like 60 years. Ignore that. So in one of the things that's been done where people be like, no, that's fucking stupid, is 200,000 Danes and counting have signed a petition to basically be like, yo, if you want to buy Greenland, sure. Can we buy California?
Oh my god.
That is really funny.
As a Californian, let me say, I see this as an absolute win. But there's some other stuff related to Greenland. It's not very well sequitured because the tail end of this week was all just fucking nonsense. on top of itself. But we had a funny thing occur. So the German Chancellor, Mr. Schultz, had a meeting in the Oval Office with Trump this week, in which he decided to make a point about being nice to immigrants by giving Trump a gift. Trump's grandfather's German birth certificate.
Wait,
By the way, the
What?
chancellor is Friedrich Merz currently. It's not Schultz anymore.
Oh, my bad. The point is, yeah, they went over and gave him the original copy, I believe, of Trump's grandfather's birth certificate, because Trump's grandfather was born in Germany. And the also fun fact, the money for the Trump real estate empire got in the hands of Trump's father because Trump's grandfather died of the Spanish flu epidemic. So, I suppose there's a history in that family of letting global pandemics killing people being a benefit for the younger members of the family or something. I don't know,
Okay, so.
but yeah, that's a power move right there. Which really confused some people like Jimmy, because Trump's grandfather was born in Germany and immigrated to the U.S. That's
it
a
confused
thing
me.
not
I
many
did not
people
know
know.
that.
Yeah. But yeah. Another news. The Senate, the United States Senate, unanimously passed a bill. So it's off to the House. Passed a bill that would allow the victims of AI-generated porn, generated by Grok and others,
Mhm.
to sue both the creators and distributors of the images for damages.
Oh,
Good.
but
Which,
that
in the case of
means
Twitter, which in the case of Elon Musk, he is both.
oh boy. Would that mean that he have to pay twice as much then, or
Who knows?
still just
Who
once?
knows?
Or they just sue him twice for doing both sides of it. I don't know. In other news, we're going back to Minneapolis again, where a white supremacist attempted. Well, he did hold a pro-ICE rally, to which like 5 people showed up. Well, 5 racists showed up too. The people of Minneapolis showed up in force to run him out of town by doing things like yelling at him, getting him with silly string, squirting him with water guns, and throwing water balloons at him. Reminder, it is below 0 in Minneapolis at the moment, and he's having water balloons thrown at him. He is very clearly breaks down in tears, and people start yelling at him and throwing water balloons at him because he's absolutely having a bad time. Because the other thing is, he very clearly expected ICE to show up to back him up, and they just didn't. They were too busy terrorizing people, I guess. And he ends up, a random guy from the crowd ends up escorting him out of the city to make sure nobody does anything too extreme to him. But yeah, common racist L.
Good.
The other thing that's been spotted in Minneapolis is the anti-ICE protesters have been spotted invoking their Second Amendment rights. And
guns.
walking around in protests, holding various firearms, which naturally has absolutely incensed MAGA. Look at how violent these people are. They're walking around brandishing firearms. Bro, this is your thing. People should be allowed to do that. You're the Second Amendment bros.
Yeah.
Seriously. In completely unrelated news, apparently the Black Panthers are back. For those of you not familiar with American history, the Black Panthers were a civil rights era black militia who basically, they did the whole, we're gonna protect our communities, do community involvement stuff, and be very heavily armed. So when the clan shows up, we can just fucking kill them before they can kill
Yeah.
us. So yeah, they were absolutely despised by the establishment. This is not the same group, but it's a new group that's using their name because they're doing the same thing, just again. Yeah. So yeah, MAGA is absolutely coping and seething over people other than them having Second Amendment rights. Which is not new or anything. It's like, it's a well-documented thing. Anytime someone other than the white people have guns, the US establishment loses their fucking minds. Like, I remember, well, I say remember, I read it, like, just before Roomba. There was an incident at one point in what is now Oklahoma where an Indian man killed a man on Indian land and was being tried in Indian court. But because the victim was white, the local U.S. Marshal was like, nah, I can't let this stand, and kicked down the door to the courtroom and to try and arrest him with guns drawn. And basically his entire posse was killed on the spot. And it caused a major, it caused a big giant kerfuffle that was like national news in, like the late 1800s or something when this happened. Because like, a bunch of U.S. Marshals dead. Yeah, they were acting illegally and kicked down the door to a courtroom with guns drawn. And then the people who were there were like, nah, you're not allowed to do that. And and they like, nah, we got guns too. What are you gonna do? And the firefight ensued, and the U.S. Marshals got absolutely obliterated.
Damn.
Because it was like this one U.S. Marshal decided, nah, I'm gonna do this. He got like 8 other dudes. Those 8 other dudes were very clearly not the main character because they all died.
Damn.
And eventually, after a whole bunch of controversy, the government finally. Oh, by the way, also on top of everything else, the guy who was like on trial for like murder, in all the kerfuffle, he escaped.
Oh my god.
In the end, the government ended up just admitting, yeah, the marshal overstepped. Can we just pretend this never happened? And that was basically the end of it. Yeah. Again, things are fucky wucky. Anyway, we're going to the U.S. state of Virginia. Famous for being where a bunch of losers who didn't want to be part of the U.S. had their capital. Anyway, so Virginia had recently a special election for governor, and the new governor just got sworn in. Who, by the way, this is a Democrat who was basically told, yo, like, drop the support for the trans people, throw them under the bus, you'll do better at the election. They didn't do that and won by like 20 points or something like that. Like, huge margin.
Go.
Yeah.
I was also the first woman to be the governor of Virginia. Did a bunch of base stuff like in their opening speech, but the big one is their first official action as governor was to withdraw Virginia from the program that effectively deputizes local law enforcement to conduct immigration enforcement.
What does that mean?
Under the U.S. system, only the federal government has the power to enforce immigration law, like ICE. However, there's a program where basically ICE will pay local law enforcement money and deputize them so they do have the authority to do immigration enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
And the Virginia gov's like, no, we're not doing that anymore. So, based. Because, yeah, that whole thing is like, there's a reason local law enforcement doesn't do that. Beyond just, it's not their job. It's if the local law enforcement is doing immigration enforcement, then like immigrant communities are less likely to call the cops if there's been like, you know, crime, or come forward with information if they were witnesses to something like, I don't know, a crime.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, did you know the U.S. like unsolved crimes rate is something like 80%?
Damn. That's
So much.
Really high.
really
Holy
fucking
shit.
high. Yeah.
U.S. unsolved crimes rate. The rate
they
at which
blame-
murders. All right, according to NPR in 2023, the rate at which murders are solved or cleared has been declining for decades and has dropped to slightly below 50%. So, over half of U.S. murders are never solved, and that's just the murders.
Fucking Christ on a bike.
Anyway, Wales, the great nation of Wales, famous for having a really cool flag that is really hard to draw.
And not being in the and it not being included in the Union Jack.
And not being included in the Union Jack. And
Because
for,
fuck them, I guess. What did
and for
Wales
being
do?
correctly mentioned,
They're actually
Thomas
mentioned.
the proposed a law.
Ah!
Wales has proposed
skip-
a law to make it illegal.
You skip from
for
directly
politicians
mentioned to proposed a law.
My Discord's being fucking. Wales is directly mentioned in Major Thomas the Tank Engine Lord.
Yeah, wait, I knew that.
Because
How
apparently the
did I
guy
fucking-
who like wrote Thomas the Tank Engine like volunteered at in Wales,
Interesting.
and it, in Thomas the Tank Engine books is directly based on one.
He's gone
and
again.
Anyways, as Wales. Oh my god!
No.
No.
Hello,
Beep.
Hello?
am I back? I don't know. Why is it fucky wucky? Why?
Ah!
Why is it
Don't
so?
do that. Don't do that.
Oh no.
Hello,
Hello?
Hello.
hello.
Hello?
Don't do that.
All right.
You're jump scaring me.
Wales has which would
Ah,
make it illegal.
Not the stream.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Well,
Yeah.
Is it my stream? No, okay, it's on Meep Sound.
What was what I said able to be heard?
No.
No. you're just really loud in spurts. Like Donkey Kong's.
Why? I don't
coconut gun.
understand.
Okay, try again.
I don't understand. I can hear you all perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's
But for
gotta
some
swing
reason,
stupid
it's
again, I
like my
guess.
transmission is like being fucky wucky.
Is someone else using the network?
No, my dad actually recently replaced the router, and it's got
I
a
do
fancy
too.
thing where it automatically adjusts so everyone's on slightly different networks to minimize traffic overlap.
Seems to not work.
Might be a B.
Discord says outbound packet loss rate 0%. Yeah, right.
All right, try saying it again. Because
All right.
you've not lost for a while.
Wales has proposed a law making it illegal for politicians to, quote, make false or misleading statements of fact to help an election candidate, end quote.
There we go. Okay.
Well, W, right?
It was like whoever
Basically.
designed the UK flag was not letting you say it. Or...
Now I can't hear you.
What?
Now you're cutting out.
Oh my god.
Instead of OBS for once.
It's not OBS, I promise it's not OBS. I'm constantly checking my stream, it's going fine.
Is it Discord itself?
Red did say that,
Not
yesterday-
OBS.
Red did say that yesterday, I think yesterday or the day before, Discord was a little fucky, so it might be that.
Could be. I
Because
also saw it
I would-
Friday, I think.
all right, can you hear me?
Yes?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Yes.
we heard you this time. Perfectly fine. Boing.
Alright. So basically, Wales has proposed a law which would make it illegal for politicians to lie. Which is, you know, if implemented properly, like, good. Like, I believe I was seeing stuff where it's like they could actually be kicked out of office if it was found they, like, lied on the campaign trail. Though, the actual definitions, which are kind of important, are, like, omitted from the bill, so we'll see. Anyway, now the news.
Look at really sus right there.
Yep. Trump, because he really wants Greenland, has decided he is going to place a 10% tariff on the UK and other European nations who dare support Denmark over him.
Wow.
Oh yeah, and it's going to increase to 25% if they continue.
Can I just say one thing now?
Reminder, tariffs are a tax, and all taxes under the U.S. Constitution must be approved by Congress. The executive branch has no power to levy taxes.
Can I just say the fact that Trump is doing tariffs? To
Again.
the surprise of absolutely nobody. It's tariffs. Of
Yep.
course he would do it. I wish we put that on the bingo card that he was going to do something with tariffs yet again.
That would be a free space.
Yeah, what
That'd be free space.
Yeah.